What's good, everybody? It's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Your boy Dexter Henry here. Knicks up 2-0 in the series, looking to take a 3-0 lead. We'll see if they can do that tonight. I'm joined by my guy, Bryan Fonseca, and my good friend. You hear him on WFAN. He is also the host of 40 Days and 40 Nights. He also is the host of the Orange and Blue Buds podcast. I've been a guest on that. EJ's been a guest a couple of times with me on New York Got Game. EJ, what's going on, my guy?
What's up, man? Good to see you guys. Bryan, good to see you as always, man. Big game tonight. Hopefully we can keep the winning ways going. I'm a little nervous because there's been there's a winning streak happening on this show, and I'm coming in with 9 games. So I'm nervous. I'm gonna be real. I do not want to be labeled.
You don't want to be the one.
I don't want to be one labeled the jinx if they lose tonight. So I'm very nervous about this setup right now.
Yo, nobody's had more pressure than you in this chair. I just realized that. I didn't think about it like that. Nobody's had more pressure than you in this chair. Jeff Johnson, friend, also your
shout out to
friend,
Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff, friend of the show. Jeff Johnson sat here the other night, and he had been 0-2 in this chair. So he was like, yo, I got to reverse the curse. You're just trying not to be the guy that's part of the streak ending.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because last time I was here, there was a W. So
yes.
I was like, I'm eating the same dinner I had last time. It's raining just
I
like
saw that
just
you
like
did that, and I meant to ask you if that was a coincidence.
Oh, it was not a coincidence. Same dinner. It was raining just like it was last time I was here when the Knicks beat the Raptors on the road, one of the biggest road wins in the regular season.
This is good for the people.
So I almost wore the same outfit, but I was like, I can't do that. That would be too crazy. I almost did.
But you kept certain things the same.
Yeah.
Was that the NBA Cup?
No, this was like January, I think. This was like a January.
Mikal Bridges, late January.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges had a bunch of layups.
OG had a big game.
Yeah.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
I was just trying to. I was trying to remember which one.
I think
which
I was
one that
ripping
was.
the Raptors because I was like, why do they play the Knicks?
Yeah,
so
they play.
dumb?
Yeah, I remember that.
Why do they
Okay,
do this?
That's good. You kept the vibes the same. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for us. Shout out to our guy. Show him the money. He says, "Good evening, fellas. Let's go Knicks." And F the quarterback, the starting quarterback of the New York Giants.
We see you.
Show them the money. We see you. You understand the program.
Show the money gets the show.
I'm just saying. You understand. You understand where things are here. I see you. Who else we got in here? Kev Chada. What's up, Kev? How many Harden flops tonight? I don't know if we're gonna have the counter up. Abdiel, you can let me know if we're gonna have the counter up for the amount of Harden flops. We've been keeping that up through the game. How many times Harden flops?
One last game.
He only had one last game.
That's
that we counted,
underwhelming.
which is very underwhelming.
Yeah,
for us.
1 over and 1 under if you're keeping score. Well, 2 unders for Dex.
Yes.
1 over for Dex was very ambitious the first time we had the flop
I said
counter.
6.5. My line was 6.5.
Whoa.
I had
Yeah, it was
3.5.
really ambitious. That was ambitious.
I had 3.5. He had 5. 5's a lot. 5 probably even more than SGA had last night, and 1 this last game. So
Showing the Money says there's going to be a lot of Harden flops because they're at home. Astrid, what's up? Says, hey, everybody. Jermaine James, let's go Knicks. Kev Shada says, is it true OKC is flopping practices instead of layup drills? Y'all hate OKC so much.
I know, right? Is that Anderson Varejao?
It is.
It is. Wow.
He looks a little bit like. No, let me not do it.
It was not
You about to violate him?
Yo!
Hold on. Let me get a recent picture of this person because he just performed at Radio City.
I don't even know.
Don't you gotta get someone who won a
I don't think you know this
He
person.
wasn't on their championship team, right? Don't you gotta get someone who won a championship for a game like this?
He was there.
He wasn't there in 2016.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
I think he left the year before.
Yeah.
No, because remember at the end of his career, he was bouncing like.
But he went back. I remember he
I think it
went
was
back.
2013 or 2014 he was there.
Yeah, he went back, but I don't think he was on that. He might have been on the Warriors. He might have been on a team that lost to them. Because he played for the Warriors, too. I forgot where he was.
He was on the Warriors in 16.
Yeah, he was on the other side.
He was on the Cavs earlier that year.
Right.
So does he technically get?
He gets a ring.
He gets a ring.
Yeah.
Technically.
I remember he was the guy they
He
were
just
talking
wasn't
about.
on the team when they won the
win.
championship. He was with them that season.
That's a come
Yeah.
up.
I remember that storyline,
You got
too.
to be a loser in the championship, but then you still get a ring? That's wild.
I mean,
Do you wear it?
Look,
No,
solid role player also.
Yeah, definitely.
Anderson Varejao.
He was.
So he's one of them heart and soul dudes that I'm sure like he's a fan favorite over there. Just kind of like probably what. I mean, the Knicks have had plenty of these.
Yeah,
Josh Hart's probably going to be one of
Oakley,
these. You know,
I can see that. You know what's crazy? I'm so intrigued in this game that once we don't have the volume on right now, but we'll in a second, just how loud the crowd is. We're hearing there's a lot of Knicks fans in Cleveland. Cleveland Cavaliers. They put out rules for their fans. Did y'all see this?
I did see it.
Oh, I saw that you were mad about it.
I wasn't mad. I thought it was corny. I don't know if I'm mad. I was just like, this is lame. That's
So
all.
what were the rules exactly?
When they
The rules were basically be a good fan, like cheer when the team is playing well, boo on the free throw line. I don't know. It was like these are things they don't know already. I was actually really surprised.
Knicks fans got everybody shook, huh?
If you put these,
Which I get because
if
y'all
you're
are
putting out
crazy.
rules,
Like,
If you're putting out rules, you've already lost.
It was like put on the shirts when you come in. I'm like, that's only a Knicks fans, the only ones who don't put on the shirts. So I don't know why that was an issue. I didn't understand.
Knicks fans are the only ones who I think have sparked this kind of reaction, as far as I know.
Yeah.
You're trying to stop people from having tickets. You're putting up rules for your fans. Rules
The-
where
the tic- the
one,
tic-
the, you want to let me tell you the rules?
The tickets
One,
thing, I don't have a problem with. I
wear
get
the
that.
damn shirt. I understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I understand that.
2, let them know no warm welcomes in our house, although it was a large Let's Go Knicks chance, according to Stephen Bondi. 3, we all defend the land. Ugh.
That's corny.
4, make the miss. During free throws, do everything you can.
But they're going to do that anyway.
Don't you do that
This
in the
is
game
common
normally?
fan
That's what I'm
stuff.
trying to say.
Like how little do you think of your fans? I'm not mad at it. It's just disrespectful to the
you're
fans.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
How little do you think of your fans to be like, hey guys, we got to give you the rules of how to handle a Eastern Conference Finals game where you're down 2-0.
Right.
What are we doing?
And Cleveland's a great sports city too. Forget about whatever you think of it as a city. It is a great sports city. Like
they're passionate.
They know how to support their teams. They know how to be good fans. Like I think it was kind of patronizing to even put that out there.
Yeah,
I think
well
that's
said.
that's my
Well
annoyance
said.
with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that's very well said.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like the tickets thing. I kind of get it. No, I do completely get it because it's like you want as many fans in your building as possible. It doesn't mean like people are just gonna listen, but it's like it's harder to do for like the Sixers, for example, because you're in Philly, you're in PA. There's a lot of New Yorkers there. Ohio
Proximity.
probably not as much.
Yeah.
But the fan instructions is just weird. Like you would think that they. Oh God. You would think that they would know. I just rolled my eyes because I just remembered the uniforms.
Oh, the blue.
Cavs are wearing the alternates, the dark-colored alternates. I like these uniforms.
I love these
These are not home
I do love those
uniforms.
Cavs uniforms. Those are my
Yes.
favorite. I think it's Cavs' best uniforms ever.
Yeah.
Probably. But the Knicks wearing white on the road.
Can't stand it.
Oh, God.
I'm thinking I'm the only one who that does not bother me. I'm the only one apparently. Everyone's been mad about this. I'm like, yeah, Cavs, wear your best uniform for your biggest games, and this is their best uniform.
It's
If they're wearing white, it's weird. Whatever, I can pass it in 2 seconds.
it's one of. It's probably the one thing in sports I'm a traditional. I'm generally not a traditionalist about anything.
I agree.
I don't know
yeah.
if there's anything else in sports that I'm a true traditionalist about. This is one.
Wow.
I can't stand it.
And it's just for basketball.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I guess I give them more of a pass when it's an alternate uniform. Like I didn't like when the Pistons wore like their blue, their what would be their road blue at home. That kind of didn't make sense to me. But like this is an alternate.
I don't disagree with that. If of the two, if you're going to do the color at home, then you have to make an alternate uniform. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, because like LeBron used to wear these at home. They used to wear those at home sometimes.
I sometimes wish, like as much as I like these uniforms, could you just make a white version of this? Like
They had one.
They did. I know.
Like, just wear those.
Yeah.
Good pass.
We're underway.
Sloppy already.
Overpassing. Donovan, save us. That's what that offense is now. Good passing.
He's been shooting the ball well.
Good board.
He's kind of their Josh Hart from the standpoint of like
Interesting.
you'll just dare him.
Yeah.
I want a Cat 2 more of
Oh,
these.
here we go. Cat
I
already
want
getting
Cat to do
started.
more of these. Good start from Cat. What were you feeling tonight? Were you feeling a win?
I was feeling a win. Yeah, I put it
You
out.
also don't want to be the person to be at the
It better be a win because I'm going to hear about it forever if
Oh
they
my
lose this
God.
one. But I was feeling the Knicks sweep. I actually said that on Orange and Blue Bloods too.
I'm glad you're the first person who said feeling the next sweep. I like it.
Hey, I did not pick a Knicks sweep either. I'm just looking at the
But
games
you
I've
did-
seen them.
Which is fine. You can change your mind with new information. Pull it again.
Yeah.
I just want to let people know if the Knicks do sweep the series, you're not going to see them again for 9 days.
Yeah.
So same
totally
thing.
fine with that.
Same thing as last round. Mikal, all right. Mikal Bridges is already driving. Like, oh my God.
Mitchell looking a little more spry today.
Every time I watch this team now, I'm just like, I guess they're just gonna keep doing this. Like,
It feels like a new team, right?
I'm like, I guess, yeah, but it is.
Yeah, I know.
If they were doing this in the regular season, they would have been a 60-plus win team, and people would not have been so skittish about them heading into the playoffs.
But
You
know
got
what?
Mikal Bridges driving and talking shit now. That was
know
not
what?
happening during the
Yeah.
regular
I'm
season.
glad they saved it
He was
for the-
quiet a lot of the regular
I'm
season.
glad
as
they
a matter
saved
of
it for the
fact.
playoffs.
I mean, yeah, of course you are.
I would much rather because not saying that it's the same thing, Brian, but it's like, would you rather have what's happening now or what the Cavs were last year? I'd much rather have what's happening now.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And
But
Bridges,
it's just like but I do think like there are too many people kind of victory lapping when it's like you guys.
You can't do that. There was information. There was reason to be skeptical.
Yeah.
You can't
No
do that.
question.
But the people who were victory lapping were skeptical.
Yeah.
As if they always
Nah,
knew
you did
this
it.
was going to happen.
No, you did it.
You
They
know what I
didn't
mean?
always
It's
know.
like
Not
no.
you, but you get my point.
Right, and it's like, come on, bro. Like for the most part,
this is not a good start
for the most part, the fan base and the people covering the team, like people were not seeing this.
No.
With an insane record point differential, the winning streak, losing 2 games by 1, and beating everyone else's ass in the playoffs,
and off to a good start here, and
which makes what we're seeing cool, right? Because no one saw it coming.
Right.
It's the most shocking sports story of May, across all the sports.
Yeah.
This guy.
Another take by Bridges. They gotta get time out.
Like the Bridges stuff, it's like this is what you traded for. He's actually going to the rim. I almost, it's the most, people ask me what I'm shocked about. Every show I go on, people are like, what are you shocked about? And I usually say it's the consistency of the defense. But number 2 has to be Mikal Bridges going to the basket.
I would just say yes.
What are you surprised about? Yes, everything. Everything's surprising with this team right now. My dad's been saying this for a ton. Shout out to my dad. I know he's probably watching. And he's a huge Knicks fan. And he's the first guy that I've heard say this. And he said this last year. He thinks that Mikal Bridges just does not play hard during the regular season. Like, he's someone who's trying to get through 82 games because he cares about his streak. So, like, a guy who only takes jump shots, doesn't play physical, doesn't put himself in dangerous harm's way, typically can play 82 games a season. Like, and then you see the guy that comes up in the postseason, and we saw this last year too. He was way better last year in the postseason as well. It makes me wonder if he's a guy that maybe you kind of have to just chalk up the regular season and just wait for playoff Bridges, because he's a different guy when you get to April, May, and maybe we'll see in June.
I think it was my shout out to my boy Anthony. I think he in a group chat I have with him and his brother, he said the other day, he was like, look, he's a playoff riser.
Yeah.
You got to look at him like that. What he's done, not just this year, even last year against Boston. We say that we value the playoffs in the postseason. The guys got to step up. Well, if that's the case, and I say, you look at it, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not terribly bothered by this at all whatsoever. Like,
has he officially retired the picks conversation? Is it, or do they have to win a title for that to be retired? There's a part of me that feels like he can't until they win the championship.
Not yet.
I personally feel like I think it could be retired if he gets to. I'm a reasonable person, so I'd retire it if the team gets to the finals. But because if the team gets to the finals, it's, I would say, very much worth it. If they win, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
But I think if you get into a very much worth it, somebody helps you and is integral to you getting to the finals, you got to calm down and say you can't mention the picks anymore.
I think the way it comes back up is if they get to the finals, they don't win it, and he has a bad finals. Like, he just goes back to what he was doing before.
Right.
Where he's
It'll
not
have to
really
look like that.
Yeah, like that's where you would start to hang it on his head again. But otherwise,
yeah,
he's beating the allegation. He's probably the most surprising Knick, I think, in the playoffs so far.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I wouldn't have called him a playoff riser either, because like there were plenty of times in the playoffs last year where it's like, all right, where's Mikal?
Yeah.
Where's Mikal? You know what I mean? And this year he was bringing it. He was bringing it defensively, even in the Atlanta series against Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was defending him well. And prior to that, where he wasn't shooting or whatever, he was still defending well. Yeah. And then he added the two-way piece of it because offensively he's just been great and super efficient. And that's the thing. It's like I'm watching this. I'm like, all right, I guess they're just never going to lose again. I guess Mikal's just going to shoot 80% every game. I guess that they're just going to fucking do everything right, as people were calling for this whole time. Like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, all right, so congrats to the Knicks on getting to the finals. They're going to have a rest advantage. They're going to sweep this on Monday, while the Thunder and Spurs keep beating the shit out of each other. We have multiple injuries in that series already, and I guess they're going to win the title. Like, that's just where I'm at with this team.
Okay.
I'm very fine with that, by the way.
That's as close as you can get a Bryan prediction of the Knicks win it all. That's why I'm just kind of like, I don't even understand.
I have a bet on them to win the championship.
I don't even understand what Bryan is saying right now. I'm like, who's this guy? But you're like, who's this team?
Right.
I get it.
Sometimes teams just beat the respect out of you.
I like that.
That's all it is.
Listen, I think this start is great. Bad for the Cavs. How the Cavs respond or don't respond here is going to be very telling.
I want to see the defense for the Cavs because they're letting the Knicks get into the paint every possession, and it's easy, and they're getting shots at the rim. So, in that timeout for Atkinson, I assume he was getting on them defensively.
Another good defensive possession for the Knicks.
You'll live with that shot.
Yeah, it took a lot. It was a long two. Long two.
Really?
Yeah. I thought you got behind the line.
They're probably going to look at that again.
I don't like that shot by Brunson.
Nope.
No, I thought he could have dribbled in.
Yeah.
Made the sucked in the defense.
That's the wrong vintage Brunson. Josh.
You got to follow him.
Josh
That's
got cracked a little bit there by
Definitely
old James Harden. A little overeager.
Cavs would have.
See, that's the thing Cleveland could still do is, like, you need to turn the overeagerness against them like you did with the Pistons.
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately why they won 4 out of 5, which they're not going to do in this series, I don't think. But
Like this by Josh.
Yeah, he tried that.
Drag that pivot foot.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that he was aggressive there to go at him.
Yeah, you got to attack a guy giving you 10 feet of space.
That's a 2.
It looked like
Foot was
it,
on the
yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Although I'd like a different camera angle, but you just look right at it.
I think he's been spamming that Sully a little too much. All right, 6 straight points.
Good response by the Cavs.
Yeah.
I know who I trust in the fourth quarter. So that's also why I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay. I mean, because of game 1, it's like if Cleveland wins a game, are they gonna have to just win by blowout? Like, can they win a close game against this team right now?
I don't trust.
I mean, none of those games they only had one close win against Detroit, I believe. And even the games against Toronto.
Was it just one?
I think it was just the game.
I gotta look back.
It was game 5, right? That was the game that they stole, kind of. Harden was really good in the fourth quarter. But that was not really a series that was played in 1 or 2 possessions, really.
All right, let's see.
One of my favorite shout out to James Edwards, covers the Knicks for The Athletic. He does something every game he goes to, like Jersey of the Night, and the jersey he found in the night.
Taylor Swift is there.
And Travis Kelce.
What the fuck? What?
That's crazy.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's
What
crazy.
do you mean, why? She's probably like, isn't Travis Kelce from Ohio? He's from Ohio.
He's from Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland
yeah,
Heights,
he's
famously.
okay.
That's why In the Heights, whatever is
Oh,
called.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Heights, that's definitely not what his podcast is called, by the way. New Heights.
New
my
Heights,
bad.
yeah.
In
In the Heights sounds like it'd be about something in Washington Heights.
Yeah, it's
It
the
was.
movie. It's
It was
the
that,
play.
yeah.
It's
I
a
know,
show.
but I'm just saying, it sounds like it would be that.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't necessarily represent that. That's the point.
That's why it's funny.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't all that.
Jersey of the Night that James Edwards saw was somebody with a Pablo Prigioni jersey at the game.
I saw a Frank
Love that.
Ntilikina jersey outside of CVS the other day.
That's
Near me.
another good one.
Good defense.
That was great by Cat.
He was lighting up a cigarette when I saw him.
Frankie
You would,
Smokes.
you would be lighting up a cigarette wearing a Frank Ntilikina jersey
Mm-hmm.
in 2026.
Outside of a CVS.
CVS aspect of it.
I mean, I'd like,
I like that shot.
That's a much better look.
Get that, Bridges.
Good hustle.
I mean, Mikal looks tremendous. It's crazy.
Nice.
It's a good look.
Good. Great step back.
Yeah.
That's a push by Jared Allen.
Wow. Cavs got away
It
with
was a
it.
push screen.
attack.
All the way, OG.
Good hands by Evan Mobley. There's Mikal. Decisive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, if he's just gonna
Hell of a
shoot,
start.
if he's gonna shoot 110%, then what are you gonna do?
Again, this is another good response for the Knicks after the 6-0 run. I know it's a short burst, but I like the response.
That was a travel.
Yes,
How do you
it
not
was.
call that?
And that's awesome.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous. They didn't call that travel.
I think because of the bump, they were
sometimes
like,
they
were like,
yeah,
do we call
call
foul here
right,
or
yeah.
do we call travel? And they just let it rock.
Yeah.
Officials do that sometimes. So
4 shots for Mobley already.
he had none in the second half of last game. So
Yeah, he can shoot that every time over Mitchell.
Yeah. I wonder if it's something Knicks are going to look to go to.
they're
They're
making
going to put Mitchell
like,
on Anunoby.
Mitchell looks way more spry.
they're making
than
like
he did last game.
300% of their twos in this series. Also, the Knicks. It's
Which
crazy.
is crazy considering you got Mobley and Allen, around the paint.
Cavs-
Good
the
cut.
Good. Great cut. Extra
Maybe-
pass
maybe-
all the way.
There might have been too many more passes.
Yeah,
I think the layup was there.
I think
agree.
slightly
I
contested,
think
but
Bridges could have
yeah.
went in.
yeah, that was old school.
Whatever
Bridges.
they got to the line, but
Ah, there it is.
Got away with that
I
one.
was like, how did he create all that space? Because OG, like,
Yeah, I said that was a good step back.
Yeah,
that was a good push off.
I mean, look, everyone in the NBA is doing
there,
it.
he didn't.
It wasn't as bad there.
He
The problem
didn't.
is Mitchell is not really.
Not strong
He's
enough.
not giving them enough. Well, he's not closing the space. So like, OG kind of didn't really have to push off that much.
I agree.
Like I think if Donovan's in him,
Well, yeah, you're 6'8", 6'7" versus 6'1".
but Donovan, if he works harder to close that space, I think he gets the call because it would have looked more obvious from like the naked eye.
Let me see. All right.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for us. Dexter Henry, Bryan Fonseca, EJ Stewart of the Orange and Blue Bloods podcast joining us here. Knicks up 17-13, 6:18 to go in the first half. It's now 18-13.
3 of the Cavs' 4 wins against Detroit was by 9 or less.
Okay.
But I don't know how many of those were like fake comebacks at the end. I remember Game 4 actually; they were winning by a lot.
That was not a close
Yeah,
game.
and then
no,
they-
but then Detroit came back with
back.
their reserves.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like
that was a weird game.
They did the fake comeback with like Paul Reed
Yeah.
leading the way,
and like
then
Donovan
Kenny
came
put-
back with like 1
Oh,
minute
that's
left,
gonna be
right?
off.
That's
That foul.
reckless.
Oh.
That's
Got lucky, got
reckless.
lucky.
Kenny put the starters back in.
I remember that.
That one's reckless. I would not challenge it this early, because he was moving, but Cat's got to be careful there.
Yeah.
He's moving.
Yeah,
Yeah, he slid
yeah.
it. It's a good call.
You know what? Good call by the refs because
It
I thought it
was.
was offensive
I would have
foul
called
in
the
real
charge.
time. But Merrill didn't need to move. That's the thing.
He
That's
did.
Right.
He really didn't need to.
Right. I was thinking that too.
I think he was trying to. It's almost that thing of reacting to brace your body for the
Yeah.
impact, but he didn't need to.
he wanted to get all of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got greedy.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he got all of it when Asar Thompson
So,
ran through
you know what's
him.
funny? My 10th grade said in my ear, he was like, Asar Thompson, trauma. Yeah, he's right. You're right about that. He was like, never again. Not going to happen.
I still have never seen a charge like that before.
Sheesh.
I used to take a lot of them, even as a small dude. Honestly, that's the only thing me and Jalen Brunson have in common,
Taking charges.
other than being short. But he's still taller than I am.
Taking charges. Good start for Cat.
Yeah, made his only 3. Made
When
all
you're
free throws.
undersized, is this one of the only moves you have? That was a nice,
Yeah,
nice take.
A below the rim rim defender.
He didn't need to foul him there.
No, he should have just played up.
Like OG was about to get out of control. It looked like, with the 2 steps and the way that Dean Wade played it.
So I have a weird question here.
You sure?
So
We love
you're in
weird
the you're in the bonus here early.
You just sit
Do you
Mitch.
not bring
Right.
Mitch?
Do you just wait for Mitch to the second quarter?
Yes.
Because I'm
Yes.
thinking the offense is in really good rhythm. As long as Cat is fine, he doesn't have many fouls or any, I think.
Mike Brown baited the shit out of Kenny Atkinson in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter last game.
I would.
Yeah.
I would do that. Or worst case scenario, if you do want us now, or in 2 minutes, you want to give Cat a blow. Maybe play some small ball 5 with OG.
Maybe.
See if you could buy some minutes there before you then bring Mitch in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you can waste being in the bonus with 5:40 to go. I don't think you can waste it. You got to maximize it.
Exactly. And by the way, shout out to Mitchell Robinson. I know he said that he was dealing with some mental health issues. Yeah, regardless of something that happened to him. So whatever's happened to him, all the best to him. And
May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
for sure.
Take care of that
I hope
shit.
he's good with that. I saw his IG post on that. Damn, could have went up.
Floater? No. Uh-oh.
Talk about a guy who
Is he going to
needs
make
hit a
one?
shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
That was not.
The yips.
Yeah.
He also kind of rushed that one. 0 for 4 from 3. Cavs missing good looks again.
First subs are Shamit and
Ooh.
Shamit and Deuce are the first subs right now.
He wanted it back.
that's
Uh-oh.
interesting.
Uh-oh, Max.
Got him.
Uh-oh, Max. Oh.
So Shaman and Deuce first subs.
Yes.
Who's coming out?
So OG,
OG
and Hart.
and Hart. I think that Mike Brown knows what you just said, EJ.
Right.
And the coach staff is talking about it. I think they're going to try to buy more minutes with Cat if he's good.
Yeah, because you have him just play the whole quarter.
Yeah,
Play
I think so.
Mitch the first 6 of the
Exactly.
next or something like that.
Yeah, where the fouls are 0, so he should be fine.
Show him the money. He says, I hope Deuce gets hot this game. I took him for 2 threes in this one. I think he hasn't shot the ball great in the series. I think he'll do better. He hit 1 3 the other night. I think he'll do better here.
What?
That was
Goaltending?
close.
Ooh, that's a rare one where they say it's coming down before it even hits the backboard. They don't call that very often.
No, they don't.
I think
That
it might
was
have been
very
right, but that's a
close.
tough
Let's
call.
see.
Yeah, he definitely got it before it hit the backboard.
But it looks like it's
But it's
going
coming down. It's definitely coming down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't ever call that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad call. That's crazy.
Did they challenge it?
I don't know. I hope
I think it
not.
might be. Yeah, they did. The green lights on. I didn't know you could challenge
Really?
that.
Why?
don't-
Why?
I don't like challenging that in the first quarter.
Why?
I don't like it.
Even if you win it, like it's just.
I hate first quarter challenges.
it's very close.
How much do those 2 points matter
Yeah, I don't like that.
this early? Like,
I also think there's a difference too, like on a goaltend. You still didn't see the ball go in the hoop, and I think just confidence-wise, like sometimes you think, okay, guys saw the ball go in the hoop, like they maybe get some confidence, maybe that's why you want to challenge it. It was a block. Like, okay, it didn't.
Right.
Yes, it's a 2 points, but Mobley didn't see the ball go
in the hoop.
Like,
right.
I actually think that those plays I'm more willing to let go. I think. than-
Right.
And one on a shot or something.
you
like
better
that.
not lose this.
I agree. Cause
Yeah.
Because there's still an intimidation factor
Right.
to seeing your shot get blocked or
Exactly.
or not or
Yeah.
goaltended, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just ask anyone who plays the Spurs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And dribbles in the paint. It's like, oh, I see that guy there. Nah,
they're doing it to OKC, and I mean, the problem-solving OKC has come up with. Wemby wasn't even that good yesterday. By the
No.
way.
No.
Only 4 rebounds. too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you 7'12", and you get 4 rebounds in a game. That's a really good job by OKC. But yeah, they're dribbling in the paint. They're just turning around. They're like, But except for Jared McCain, yo,
I wish Josh Harris no peace.
I hope
I want to make that very clear.
I hope Jared McCain is awesome, because the way people react to him.
Oh yeah, I love the kid.
He's a bit of a
but-
He's a bit of a lightning rod for certain people who think certain things.
I think
That's what I'll
he's
say.
fun.
I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope he's nasty, bro. He's not even extension eligible for another year.
Daryl Morey.
I don't think it's a Morey thing. Josh Harris wanted to cut that salary, and
Both of them, but
you know, and
Well,
not.
yeah, if you get the objectives from your boss, like, hey, let's cut the
because-
salary, and then
I mean, but Morey hasn't earned that bail, because like, other than drafting Tyrese Maxey, I mean, his run in Philly was.
Oh, it's
pretty
very
underwhelming,
underwhelming.
so.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not big giving him bail here, but his run was underwhelming. You know why? Because he committed a lot of money to players who couldn't play that much.
Got to put Pulisic in all these commercials.
Embiid and then Paul George.
Yeah.
How good is Christian Pulisic actually? And I know it's Pulisic, but it's Pulisic.
Pulisic is
I saw ESPN ranked him like 6th this week, or it was Athletic, I think.
In what?
sixth in what?
They ranked the best American players, and he came in at 6th.
American players.
American.
Yo,
yeah.
you're horrible. Stop.
No, I'm not. Listen, I know a little soccer. I'm
No, I
not soccer
thought you-
crazy.
yeah.
No, they ranked him as the 6th best American based on his club season.
Oh. No, which he had.
That seemed low to me, but I was like, I haven't followed his club season.
Now
so
you're
I
gonna
don't
make
know.
you pull this up.
I know
Because,
this is a basketball show, but
hold on.
Where's Tim Weah? Do you remember?
Probably higher.
yeah,
There's
Tim Wade was
also
not in the top 10.
Tyler Adams is probably higher because he had a pretty good season with Bournemouth.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see.
Challenge result.
Yeah, exactly.
Goaltending. Yeah.
Yeah, which is what I
Yeah.
said.
If you look at the arc, it was like, it was beginning to come down and hit the backboard. Like, it's not worth wasting a challenge on
That's
it in
a-
the first quarter.
That's a very bad.
That's Mike
challenge.
Brown's worst coaching move in a while.
Yeah.
And because
And-
he's been on point. Look. You could see it.
Yeah.
You could see it starting to come down.
Yeah, I saw it live. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like they got it. They don't call that normally, but it was coming down.
Was that recent? They did those rankings.
Yeah, it was. It could have been ESPN. I don't know. It was either ESPN or The Athletic,
might
but
have
they
been- it
definitely
might have been
did a top.
ESPN.
They did the top 50 American players based on how they're playing, and Pulisic came in at 6. I also say Pulisic, even though it's Pulisic, I guess. But
He's Croatian, right?
yes.
You say Pulisic out there, though.
It was ESPN.
Yeah, he came in like 6, I think. I was like, wow.
Oh
Guy
my
with
God.
some Dirk. Wow. Dirk one-legged, step back,
Okay,
one-legged.
So-
I guess this team has been touched by God. I'm telling you.
These
It's crazy.
these rankings that I see for the U.S. men's soccer team, Tyler Adams, who had a fantastic season for Bournemouth,
Right.
number one. He's
Mikal.
playing in the best
Okay.
league. Weston McKennie, number 2.
Wait, who's first?
Tyler
Tyler
Adams.
Adams,
He had a
yeah.
great season for Bournemouth.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
starting a lot of games for them.
He's legit.
Malik Tillman, who I did not watch any
Weston
of
McKennie
them.
was second?
Yeah. He plays for Juventus.
He's kind of a...
Chris Richards, had a good season for Crystal Palace. Also good. Forgot about Brendan Arison, plays for Leeds. The guys that play in the more... they just play a more competitive
What
league.
happened there?
I don't think this list is wrong. I think this list is pretty good.
Where's Ricardo Pepe? Is he on that list?
I'm going down. I have not got
I remember
to him
Reina
yet.
was like 50.
Is
They
Tim Weah there?
just threw him on there.
Hold on, I might have passed Tim Weah.
Oh,
Tim Weah is 13.
Cat 3? No, pump fake.
Good move.
Wow, nice.
That looked so funny.
The one thing I said this on Orange and Blue Bills, man. That's why I was feeling the Knicks were going to win tonight and sweep. Is the Knicks are a better road team during this postseason. Like people they're winning every game, so it feels like it doesn't really matter. But the most lopsided wins they've had have been on the road. So everyone kept talking about Cleveland home. The Knicks have played with much more focus on the road, which is basically meant 20-point wins that become 40-point wins. It's a crazy thing, but it's what has happened. So this whole Cleveland home court advantage thing, I just don't know how much of an impact it's really going to be.
You know what it is sometimes, too? It's like, well, no offense to Cleveland, they're playing well at home, but they haven't played a team as balanced as the Knicks.
No.
I said that coming to the series, but if the Knicks, to me, the Knicks start in this game, their response to Cleveland's response now, they're up 10. That's impressive. Like, I said it to Jeff the other day sitting here. I said the first 6 minutes are going to tell me a lot about this game. The Knicks are like, we can win this game. We've come here to handle business. They've told me a lot. Like, listen, Cleveland's going to probably have another run here.
Yeah.
This is not going to...
You sure?
You know what?
You sure?
You know what? You're right.
They're playing God's favorite basketball team.
You're right. You're right.
Like
we've seen. I thought. You know what? Who I thought was going to have a run in Game 6? Atlanta. That didn't happen.
Like I can't. I didn't even place a bet for this game because I'm like I don't
anything.
Know. Nothing.
No props.
No, I'm like not because I'm like I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I did.
You know what I mean?
I did like, Bridges over 15+ points.
Because I'm like the Cavs are -2.5, and I'm like,
I did
what?
McBride 2 threes.
So I really should have just bet the Knicks, but it's like I have a ticket on them to get to the finals anyway.
What did I do? I did one more thing. I can't remember. Oh, I did Josh Hart 5+ assists. What? Right now, the only thing that's looking great, nothing's. They're so big. The scoring is balanced. Bridges has 6 points.
I think Bridges is going to look good.
Josh Hart has 1 assist. McBride just got in the game. Let's play 2 minutes.
Towns, Bridges, and Anunoby are 8 for 8. Like it's like cartoonish.
Brunson again is playing well in the flow of the offense. Not forcing anything. He's 1 of 4. He's but he's 0 for 3 from downtown. But 2 assists, no turnovers.
Yeah, he only took 1 bad shot. The other shots were
that
very
three.
makeable.
That 3 on the left wing.
That was almost like a heat check.
Yeah.
It's like everyone.
That guy needs to make shots for them.
Everyone in the Eastern Conference when they play the Knicks is like playing a team who like boosted their sliders, like all their sliders. It's crazy.
And one. Oh, I thought that was going in. Cat
What's
clearly
Cat doing?
thinks there was not a whistle.
And I like how the Knicks have been playing since they got in the bonus, too. Still staying aggressive, attacking the paint.
30 points in the first 9 minutes. All right. I guess Monday is just, the coronation. And so do the Knicks, like, just not – do they do what other teams in the East? Do they just not hold up the Eastern Conference Championship trophy?
Oh, well, the Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I call it the Jimmy Butler. He's the guy. He made a big thing where he was like, I'm waiting for the next one.
I mean, he didn't make it a big thing. They just kind of asked him, and he's just like,
I'm waiting for the next one.
Yeah.
I was like,
you enjoy the moment. The Knicks will do it just like they did with the cup. You enjoy the moment.
Yeah, you got to hold up there.
You hold up the trophy, and then I'm not worried about anything. This team knows what the mission is. I'm honestly not worried about any of that. Like,
well, but don't let them hang the banner.
Listen, I'm somebody who thinks if the Knicks win the championship, you got to have one. You got to do both.
I agree.
Because you're the first team to do the double, so you got to do both.
Yeah.
You'll be unique in that regard. You'll be the first Cup team to make the finals. You're the first Cup winner to get to a conference finals already.
Yeah, because there was that talk about like you win the Cup is actually bad for you. So I'm sure Adam Silver's thrilled that the Knicks are.
The 2 Cup finalists could be in the finals.
Yeah. I think that's what Silver wants. Silver definitely wants Spurs Knicks.
Because in some way, not for
just
me, but it
occurred to me
validates the
that
Cup.
they could happen.
Yeah. Rematch, baby.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once the finals are over, I'm gonna sleep for like 3 days straight.
I'm sure you will.
This has been a lot.
The pass.
What a pass!
What?
Good extra pass. Bang.
That's what I'm telling you. They're never gonna lose again.
Brunson was ridiculous.
They're never gonna lose again.
That's a hockey
it's
assist.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's healthy
Schroeder's
too.
got to shoot that.
Like,
Don't reach.
This possession died when Schroeder didn't
defense
shoot.
again.
Agreed.
When he didn't shoot when the guy went under. They
Tough
might
shot.
get lucky here.
It kind of died when Mobley couldn't
Move a cat either.
get right. Yeah, couldn't get around him.
But if you're an NBA point
Bang.
guard,
Oh.
if you're an NBA point guard and they go under and you can't make them pay, you're useless.
Agreed.
Oh boy, that was close.
Good D by
Look how hard they got to
Bridges.
work.
Deuce.
Wow, that could have been a moving screen.
Yeah,
Deuce was really fighting to get over
he
that.
was.
Great slip. It's a hell of a pass.
That's a great pass.
Yeah, man. Like, that's the thing. You know, I don't remember if it was you saying it to me or
Mitch
somebody
finally
else
comes in 1 minute and 30 seconds
ago. I like
If I'm
how
Cleveland,
Brown
I'm fouling
coached.
immediately.
I would too. But I like how Brown coached with that.
Yep.
I liked what Mike Brown did here.
Yep, same.
Wow.
It's a great recovery by the Knicks to even have this forced to an outside shot. Yeah, I liked what he did. He did what we thought we thought he might bring him an early second, but he bought most of the time. If you do it now and you're up 10, it doesn't hurt your rhythm as much.
Yeah, there's
with
only
being in the
so
bonus.
many possessions Cleveland can get out of that, too. Now, I would still do it anyway because they're struggling right now. That's an offensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Knicks got to be careful with the silly turnovers. Don't want to get out of themselves out their rhythm.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if it's gonna matter, Dex. Gotta be honest. What I'm seeing now, like, they have like a 99 overall in 2K. It's crazy.
Oh,
Cookies.
good deflection there.
Look at that.
They're doing a good job of showing hands off those screens. They've been doing that everything's been better since Game 3, Atlanta.
Something happened there.
Something, yeah.
Schroeder's
Why is he
hesitant
afraid to shoot? He can make
Wow.
shots.
Yeah.
I don't understand what he's doing.
He needs a Germany jersey. That's it.
I know. He's much better playing.
You
with
gotta,
them.
yeah. Listen, dudes. Let me just take that one.
Wow. I kind of thought Landry should have shot that one, but if Hart's
Fine.
if Hart's
Fine.
gonna keep shooting,
Josh Hart is a sniper now. He's
Yeah.
leading the series in threes before this, tied with I'm forgetting who else.
Offensive foul.
Moving screen.
Okay, that's credit to Shamit. Shamit fighting through the screen there. Man.
I mean, I can't even say I'm surprised at this first quarter. As someone who also didn't know what to expect, but
that's
Mobley
the
didn't
call.
need to stick out his
now I just expect everything to go the Knicks' way. That's it. Like, that's my general expectation. Like, the Knicks just rule the NBA now.
You're going too far.
I'm not. They are. They haven't lost.
Still the first quarter, man.
The last time they lost, you had crutches.
This is true. This is true.
It actually is crazy to think of how long they've gone since they last
a
lost.
month.
It's a month. A month without a loss.
It was
in
like
the playoffs.
it was like around the time WrestleMania happened. Shit was a long time ago already. Drake didn't even drop that bullshit album. Look at this. Look at
Good
this.
cut.
And they missed Shamit. Didn't matter.
I don't know if he got that off, but
I thought that was late,
I
too.
I assume they'll review that.
Oh boy.
Duke got caught sleeping there.
Wow.
I think.
Knicks put up 39
I don't think you got to worry about your record, EJ.
It's
Stewart
early. It's early, but
Jesus Christ.
Duncan Stewart says on pace for 148. Get some water.
That's
72%
not high enough.
from the field is wild.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, what do you want me to say?
You know what?
What do you want me to say?
You know what's crazy?
Like-
EJ, I don't remember if you were talking to me about this to me before the game, or somebody else said it to me. I forget. But you know, they haven't really played their A game yet in the series. They haven't been that crisp offensively and defensively. I think it was our editor Eddie.
it wasn't me,
I think it was
yeah.
Eddie. Our editor Eddie was telling us that, and he was like, "Yo, they haven't really played their A game, and like you could think that tonight they could come here and be more crisp. The offense looks as crisp.
They haven't played their A game?
not in this series.
Not in this series. They have not.
Game 2 wasn't an A game.
No, Hell no.
They played good.
I think every game's been their A game.
No,
That's not game one.
now you're going too far. Game 1 was not the A game. We gave them a C. You were giving them an F in the first 3 quarters for game 1.
I take it back. This is God's favorite basketball team, bro.
Okay.
This is like, they can't do any wrong.
You sound like me.
Can't do any wrong in my
I used to talk
eyes.
about the Yankees when I was a kid. I'm like, God is a Yankees fan. They whatever big play it happens, they get whoever they want. I couldn't stand it. It was like, yeah, this is what it is. The Knicks ain't that. They're not that. Because you know what the Yankees had? They had championships they won. The Knicks reel off. The Knicks start a dynasty. Then I'll be with you.
If they, oh God, if that happens, I might just combust because I'm not gonna know what's gonna do. Not,
Hey, I'm happy. It's good for business.
not the best choice of words. Let's move along.
I will say for the NBA community, Knicks fans experiencing a dynasty would be a lot. That'd be a lot for everybody. I again, it's a existence I would gladly walk down in terms of the brightest timeline, but that would be a lot.
You know what? It would be a lot for everybody. But
It would.
you know what?
Liquor sales will go sky high.
Everybody has to get their comeuppance. People had a long time of laughing at the Knicks. And, you know, sometimes you gotta get people back.
I just feel like, you know, the Knicks are one of the franchises that deserve to have like a dynasty. Like to me, like the Chiefs. Yeah, this was late, by the way. Yeah, they're taking it off
the board.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that was
Good call
obvious.
by you.
Yeah.
But like the Chiefs were like kind of like a losing organization. Like they were a team that like were famous for playoff disasters.
Marty Schottenheimer era.
Right. And like their fans, like they deserve the dynasty. Like they've been through a lot. They had a lot of tough playoff losses. They're a great fan base. Like now it got really annoying at the end. I was one of the main people being like, I can't do it with the Chiefs anymore. But like it was good for society that the Chiefs fans got what they got. They have been loyal enough. I think the Knicks fans, they've been loyal enough. They have 100% earned having a dynasty. Now, will they get one? I'm not going that far. I'm just saying if it were to happen,
Right.
they would have earned it. This is not like the
agree.
Yankees, where the Yankees have had dynasties every 2 decades.
Right. No, and nobody feels bad for them
Right,
for
exactly.
their 16 or 17-year drought of not winning a title.
course.
Great. I agree with you. I think this is why people felt good for teams like the Chiefs, the Warriors.
Yeah,
when they
exactly.
had their run.
Same.
Yeah, growing up, the Warriors were not good. They were sometimes like the best they could do was get into like the A seed. Like, I've been happy franchises seeing when they haven't been good. The Knicks, they were good for most of my childhood. It was a constant they'd be in the playoffs. Constant they were contending, but they fell short. They had a dynasty. Yeah, it would be definitely good.
Yeah. It's like an earned storyline. If you're watching like a drama or a TV scene where you're like, oh, this storyline is earned. Like the Knicks becoming a dynasty would be an earned storyline. It would not be like the Warriors restarting the dynasty next year. It'd be like, what? We just had this, you know. Cat's back out there.
That's interesting.
Oh, I thought that was
Yeah, I
going.
guess. Well, Cat normally
They took
plays with this
okay.
unit.
I was going
think.
to say,
So
they took
He
the points off
does,
the board.
but it's interesting. He does play with this unit to start Landry. Okay,
he might twist
He's
it.
fine.
Something.
He's fine.
he does play with this unit, but damn, I wonder if he's tired. He must have been good. They must have asked him if he was good.
Yeah. Mike Brown might just feel so good that Cat has like no fouls.
Roberto Rodriguez.
That is part of it. I saw what he said.
He said-
if the Knicks had 5 picks, they can get themselves a dynasty.
That's a great answer.
Well played.
That is
done.
very well played.
Well
done.
played, honestly.
Well done. Shout out to everybody in the chat. See everybody with the comments. How you feeling right now?
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. I mean, like,
Oh, go right through him.
That's a,
Oh, man, good
I thought
contest.
they defend like they're all on Adderall. Like they're just all completely alert, like at all freaking times. That's what Adderall does, right?
It's supposed to keep you focused.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a drug dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
good attack.
Good take.
Yeah, you have Donovan.
Good
on you.
cut.
Look at that. Perfect
Bam.
offense.
Ooh,
That's
I like that.
That's fine. They'll
a
make
good
the
shot.
next
great
one.
ball movement.
This is crazy. Cleveland looks like they're still trying to figure out and feel out this team, and the Knicks are just dictating everything that's going on. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind.
That's a very good play by
Never
Schroeder.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, Schroeder can do some things. Like,
Yeah,
I just
Schroeder's a
like,
good backup point guard.
yeah, like I
Very good.
Very good backup.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best
Yeah,
one of the best in the league. And
yeah, I think there's teams he could start on.
MVP.
For sure.
There's a few teams he could start on.
World Cup MVP, right?
Yeah. And his
World Cup
energy,
and
his energy
Eurobasket.
could be infectious.
Jose.
That's a great cup.
There's another really good backup point guard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knicks getting
Two
so
of the better
much,
ones in this series. You're right about
getting
that,
so
Bryan.
much out of that flex action.
It's a good yes.
In the series, you mean the playoffs?
Playoffs. Yeah, just in the playoffs.
That's what I was saying. We have two in the series.
Yeah. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell lazy on the switch, and then easy layup.
That, I mean, Jose's been doing that since forever, you know. I'm sure this is the play that probably Joe Arbitello really appreciates the most.
I'm sure he does. The hard cutting.
Right.
Shout out to Christ the King.
Shout out to Christ the King.
Yep.
Okay, that's just one on Cat. I think you're right, EJ. I think that's a huge reason he got back out there, is the one foul on him.
Yeah, I think Mike Brown's
And
like,
you want to
listen.
put the pressure to keep the spacing good against this team. You know the Knicks have had so much success with 5 out.
Yep. And probably when Brunson comes back, they'll
go with
go with Mitch. Yeah.
It's crazy that Donovan's averaging 26, and it still feels like he hasn't been, like, awesome in this series.
I just felt like the last game, and again, this game he looks much better, but the last game, I just thought he was laboring.
To me, it really speaks to, and this is going to sound like cope for him, but, like, where's everybody else?
Yeah.
Like, where's everybody else? And this is kind of the story with the teams that he's been on in the playoffs, where it's like, all right, Evan Mobley, as he misses a free throw,
Right.
are you going to be able to step up when your team needs you? James Harden, speaking of laboring, he just always looks like he is at this point of his career.
Yeah.
You know? And Kenny Atkinson with the timeouts in game 1. Look at that. Now because he became freaking Jason Capono in the last game, they have to actually play him at the 3-point line. So now Josh Hart can dribble drive, get to the rim, finish at the rim, and potentially find other shooters and find other players, you know, on the team as another option. Because Evan Mobley has to play him, and now look.
He has to play that.
That's a decoy. He shouldn't have got that Defensive Player of the Year. But that's a decoy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Josh Hart is able to get the step, gets to a strong hand.
Use the basket to protect himself.
And Evan Mobley nearly blocked that shot, but Josh Hart was strong on the finish there.
Well, I mean, like,
see what happens when you actually, like, shoot your threes and make enough of them, and then they can't sag off you anymore. Then you get this in the next game.
That's what I said. That's why I was leaning sweep, because I said this in the last episode of Orange and Blue Bloods. I was like, it's kind of one of those years where if Josh Hart's making jump shots, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
It's kind of over. Like, the way the Knicks are playing right now, like, your only shot is to not have to guard him. And
Yeah,
that's number 2.
so now here comes Mitch.
It was late, but I thought he was going to get that one.
Damn, I think Mike Brown was hoping he probably could get maybe two more minutes out of Cat.
Definitely.
Chad, if you're watching this, when's the next time you think the Knicks are going to lose a game? Is it before Summer League? Is it November, maybe? Like, when's the next time they're going to lose a game? Is anybody going to say the finals? It's crazy.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. No
What?
Mitch at the table.
No Mitch at the table, so he's going to let him
Too
ride
early.
here.
He wants to tell him, can you give me those extra 2 minutes?
Actually curious what Mitchell was telling them. He's been trying to be a leader. He's been trying. Here comes Mitch. So they went with him.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only option to be a leader on their team.
Yeah, I mean, I've
just him.
seen. Yeah, I mean, we saw the end of Utah where
And
it was kind of like a.
He's by far their best playoff player, like
Yeah.
consistently. Like he's been a good he's been a good playoff player in his career.
Right.
Who's just been on flawed teams.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah,
I've always
his
felt
playoff
that
numbers
way.
are excellent.
His playoff,
Yeah.
Like I don't know where he gets this reputation because like last year, it's like look at what everyone else was doing last year.
It wasn't because of him.
Yeah, I mean that
Right.
game he had in game was it game 1 I think
One.
against
Yeah, he was
Indiana.
against
It was
Indiana. He was
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah.
He was cooking.
Yeah, that was too much from Alvarado.
What happened there?
I think I hit Mitch right in the face.
It did. That's
Yep.
what I was saying.
That's gonna go the other way.
That
Good
jo-
hands
was that
by Clarkson.
I mean, evidently he didn't touch it.
Mitch was not arguing, so
Yeah, Donovan's not arguing it. I don't feel like he argues with the refs a ton.
No,
now that I
he
think about
doesn't.
it. Yeah.
He doesn't really flop out.
Some guys I don't see really argue with refs, which I appreciate.
I do too.
Jimmy Butler doesn't argue with them a lot. Donovan, trying to think of who else.
That's a tough shot, man.
I'm saying, bro.
That's tough.
Like,
the fact he even look into it and he's creating it early in the offense, that I'm just happy.
Knicks blew this coverage, but they recovered
well.
They recovered really well.
because
They blew that one too, though.
Yeah,
Jalen Tyson,
That's where they blew.
Yeah.
That was not a good possession.
what happened there?
What is James Harden doing?
I mean, he almost had a steal, evidently.
Yeah.
I feel like Jose shot the ball well from 3. But it hasn't mattered because everyone else has. Good screen. It's a little deep.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
He does make those. Tyson, I don't know what his
Off his own.
Off his body, yeah.
Crossed too hard.
he got him too. That's the thing.
Did
But
catch him.
you know how you see some dudes like you see it in high school
OG
sometimes. They
back
cross somebody, they don't know what to do, so they just lose the ball. You see it with high school kids all the time.
Tyson had a really good year this year too.
Really good.
Yeah, and
But I don't know what mid-range game he could finish around the basket a bit. He could shoot threes. He could rebound. He could defend. In between game, I don't feel like it's really there.
That's what he knew on that previous possession. That's why he gave it up so quickly.
Yeah.
Because I think he knows it's not
He's
there
young.
yet.
He's in like his second year, I think, and his first year of minutes. Honestly, he barely played last year.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I thought he had a solid year.
Sam Merrill clapping, real. Okay, all right. You're gonna wake me up now, buddy.
Brunson looks so amused by this. I say that sarcastically. He's like, what is bro doing?
Where's Sam Merrill from?
Utah State, right?
No.
Oh,
like,
where is he from?
Like, where's he from? Yeah.
He's got Midwest vibes to me.
Iowa.
See?
Yeah, right on the money.
I didn't even know. I was like, he got Midwest
Well,
vibes.
he was born in Iowa and grew up in Utah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's out on Mitch. Yo, Jalen Tyson got butterfingers, man.
Yeah, he's playing a little nervous, I think. Cavs are kind of stabilized themselves here. You know,
They're hanging in.
They're hanging in
this
there.
could have went very south where it started, and
Knicks been a little bit out of it offensively.
the second unit didn't play that well.
No.
Whew, that was almost 5.
Yeah.
I was counting.
Oh,
I was at like
no more quick
I was
hands
at like
here.
4.8. There's your mid-range
There
game.
you go.
It's like I'm just gonna get downhill and we'll see what happens. He could finish though.
Mitch got
He
the
should
better
have
job
played
there.
more. He should have
Mitch-
played more in the Pistons series.
Mitch hasn't had a good couple of minutes coming in here. He's blown some coverage.
He should have played more in the Pistons series. The problem was when he got into the game, he kept wanting to fight the Pistons.
Yeah,
And
that
Kenny
was-
was like, "Look, bro. Like,
time
I
for
get
this.
it. Your brother plays football. You're a big, strong dude, but like,
This ain't
come on.
football.
Like,
Yeah.
we you know, in this series, they kind of can really use his defense on the wings.
Yeah.
On Brunson in spurts. I'm not saying he's going to stop any of them dudes, but it's a much better option than Sam Merrill, for example.
Frustrating that Mitch couldn't just keep his hands straight up. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. If you're going to foul him harder than that.
Wow, Bridges missed the shot.
I can't believe he missed that. I just can't believe he missed that.
Someone's got to stop the ball. Mike,
Timeout.
yeah, I
I'll
think
take
Coach
timeout.
going
It's like Mikal's been watching Allen Houston film. It's kind of what he looks like on some of these mid-range shots. It's crazy.
good run here by the Cavs.
Yep.
Oh, now what do? You spam switches on Harden.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, he lost the
Brunson's
ball.
lost it.
Wow.
Damn, that should have been a layup.
but
He blew
you see,
past Harden.
when in doubt, break class.
Harden was okay
break class if
right
necessary.
until the end.
Yeah,
Right until the end. This is a tough finish over OG, though.
it was
Oh, not even really a push off.
nice
Like
little
that.
hitch move there.
Like he was trying to, you know. What sneakers are those? Those LeBrons?
Of course.
I think they are. Oh, maybe I couldn't tell. I couldn't see the logo.
I'm not a sneakerhead like that, but they look like them LeBron sneakers he gave to them Ohio State dudes.
Yeah, man. All right, close game again. See, Brian, you was talking about it was over.
So wait, so I have.
You're worried?
I have a question.
No, I'm not worried.
So on,
Even if Cleveland wins this game, I'm like,
I know
okay.
I feel like I know too much about Taylor Swift's whole deal because of my fiance. Hey, Andrea.
Oh, she's a Taylor Swift fan?
Yes, big Taylor Swift fan. Big Taylor Swift fan.
I mean,
I had to convince her. I think she's given up. I'm like, listen, you're a Swiftie. Just admit it. She wouldn't want to admit it for years, but I think she's finally given up and admitted she is a Swiftie. But I don't think
there's worse people to be fans.
She tried to position herself as a Knicks fan.
Who?
I don't forget Taylor Swift.
When the hell was this?
Oh, Welcome to New York song. She was showing up to the Garden. She wore a Knicks jersey, a uniform, like headband and shorts. Someone can go on Google.
At a show at the Garden that she did?
No, on the court. Like the Knicks, like it was like a pregame or whatever. Taylor Swift, and she might take a picture with like Amari Stoudemire, I want to say. Like I remember. So
how long ago was this? Then?
This is Amari Stoudemire was on the Knicks, so it'd be 2013, something like that. There you go. Yeah, you got the picture.
She had a Joakim Noah jersey on.
Sitting there with Melo and
Yeah, but since she's a celebrity, I'm kind of like that might have been just for a thing.
Oh, it definitely was a promotional campaign,
right? Yeah,
I mean, because she made a big deal out of the fact that she was moving to New York. But my question though is, I don't think you give up your fandom of your team because you find a significant other that roots for a certain team.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you do it. Like she's being a good.
She was out here taking photos with the kids.
Yeah, Jerome Williams. Shout out to the Junkyard Dog.
Yeah,
she was doing a lot.
Well, it depends how much you care. I think people could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And if she's like not really like I don't know, does she have league pass? You know what I mean? Like
that was shocking.
So I kind of think like
but I think.
I'm just saying it had to be said that at one point Taylor Swift identified as a Knicks fan. Here she is sitting next to homeboy who's got the Cavs snapback on and LeBron sneakers on. And
where's yeah.
Just saying.
I understand you there.
There's too many rules of fandom, man. Do what you want, honestly.
I agree you can do what you want, but if you get with somebody and you're really a fan of their team, that's not going to change. Love ain't going to change that.
Yeah, she be part of the.
I don't think she was really a fan of that team. I don't think she was really a Knicks fan.
Probably not.
Like I doubt that. You know, if you can find pictures with her did she have like a Marbury jersey when she was a kid? Probably not.
She was wearing number 13 in that
jersey.
She
had a Joakim Noah jersey.
I don't know. Yeah, I assume that's Noah.
Was it a Noah jersey? It might have been a custom Swift jersey. Because you know they do that for celebrities all the time.
Yeah, it could have been custom.
I don't know if that's
the
actual.
Because did Amari play with Noah? I don't think he did.
Do you think she knows what Joakim Noah looks like?
No, who was anybody wearing 13 at that time?
There's multiple. I'm looking at Dexter's career. There's multiple pictures of her at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, there's more. It's not just that one game.
That's what I'm saying. I just remember that game. I remember that picture because everybody looked up about how she looked kind of funny.
I just don't know if
she's got an arm sleeve on.
I don't know if she's going at Travis Kelce right now. Donovan Mitchell to the locker room.
Oh, there you go.
Touched by God, I'm telling you.
He was going hard, way harder than, no pun intended, than he has the last two games. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going at Travis Kelce's neck. Like, they have a bet on who's going to win this game if she's back in the Knicks. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But in terms of fandom, I mean, I don't know.
Look, you can do what you want.
People be arguing
too many rules.
People be arguing about real fan and who's this and who's that. Like, this is why I'm just like, yo, I just cover basketball, bro. Like,
he's gonna hit Bridges there. OG.
The only team that could really drive me crazy are the Mets, and I'm kind of apathetic at this point. Like,
assist for Josh Hart.
That's a rebound.
Strong rebound.
That's a strong, yeah. Yo, he has some grown man moments in that Pistons series, more than some.
He has, he has those like regularly, but just
I thought that was going up.
Yeah,
I did.
Stupid me.
That's not a foul.
I didn't like that take though. Like I felt like that was rushed. I don't think there was a need for that.
I would say, I don't think we're getting hard in dunks, but I thought that would be the one, maybe.
All right, tie game.
Without Donovan Mitchell. So they're buying. I don't know if Donovan's also, it's a little early for this. I don't know if he's getting a head start to like get a break before halftime, but I doubt he would sit this long, you know? So
6 minutes that's quite some time.
Yeah. Especially against this team.
Oh, it's a good take.
Yeah,
what to
good
say?
call.
Jalen Tyson, you got to fall with that one.
Yeah, got to.
You would have had a chance. You would have had a chance. That's why he's laughing. He's like, damn, I should have actually committed to the charge. Probably would have been a block anyway because of restricted area. Let's see.
See. His heels are over, yeah.
Oh, see? You got to fall.
Yeah,
heels are up,
Yeah,
though.
heels were
the
up.
heels were up.
You
If he stayed flat on the ground, he might have got that call.
Make him think about it. You know?
Yep.
It's a good take by OG, though.
Yep.
Actually, like, really good fake three-pointer. I mean, this series.
Asher says, if it's two teams I don't care about, I'm rooting for whoever my partner's rooting for, too. Maybe. Depends on the team. Depends on the team.
I mean, you could adopt a new team because of your partner.
It depends on the team, though, right? Yeah.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
if you, like...
I didn't have a
if
favorite.
you're a
I didn't
Yankee
have a
fan
favorite.
and you end up dating somebody who's a Red Sox fan, you're not rooting for the Red
Never
Sox.
root
That's
for them.
that's different.
It's not happening.
I mean, you have experience with this.
With the Knicks and Celtics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but like for me, like I didn't have a Dominican baseball league fan like team that I was a fan of until so.
Oh, there you go.
I almost feel like, because
Go
like
Aguilas.
my brother is like a diehard Celtics fan. Shout out to my brother Kendall. Like,
Is your brother who's also a Pitt fan?
yes.
Who I like.
Yeah.
I've never
You
met
like him
Kendall,
because he's a
but
Pitt
I like
fan.
Kendall because he roots for the University of Pittsburgh. I like Kendall.
But he's a huge Celtics fan, and like I would never root for the Celtics.
Look at that! Look! Selling out on Josh Hart
Yeah, 'cause
threes.
Foul?
OG should have shot
I think he
him
kind of
normally.
just kicked. Yeah, I want to see that again. Refs are trying not to reward that, but it looked like it could have been landing space too. So
Yeah.
I want to replay.
I didn't like that shot.
Yeah.
As soon as he bounced it, I was like,
Yeah,
"You're not making that."
yeah.
But I felt happy for my brother that his team won.
Nice.
I didn't like that they won, but I felt happy for him.
Yeah,
I think
that
that's the line.
Because you love your brother.
Right, exactly.
I get
and I've seen
it.
him struggle with bad Celtic losses. So like I'm like, all right, like I feel happy for you that
Your
your
brother
team
is an
won.
older brother, right?
He's younger. No, he's
Oh,
my
he's a
younger
younger brother. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta call that one.
All right.
Yeah. Josh. Josh Hart is always the most perturbed.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
love your brother. You're not gonna like. I'm not gonna be mad at them, mad at you for that. Like, yeah.
That's a traffic cone defense. That's
Yeah, that
ridiculous.
was.
That's I
Like Brunson literally got the board, went all the way.
mean, but look at
It's
this,
like
though.
James
I
Harden
mean,
was just helping him with a drill.
Come on, James
Yeah.
Harden. That's.
This is like
he might as well had a little pad there.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like, take the
I
contact
mean,
and go.
thank goodness there's nobody in the Knicks that plays defense like that, because that would drive me maniacal. Like when Julius Randle would pull stuff like that.
Cat
like, it would-
used to.
I was
Yeah, Cat used
Cat
to,
is
but
Cat is a
don't think he's
reformed decent defender
I
now.
like that. I don't
He's
know
a
if anybody
he's a
was as
born
bad as
again
Julius Randle.
defender. Oh, isn't that a
Ooh,
travel?
yeah. He tried to get him on the step through, but didn't shoot it. Got to shoot it.
I was
Or
like,
pass it.
I thought Jalen Brunson. If they got away with that one, I'd be like, oh man, I'll just bet on the Knicks right now to win
So
the
anyway,
title again.
the step through play is the one that, because nobody did it when I was growing up, is the one that like I have had to train my brain.
That is
not
not
a travel.
I get that. I've now got there.
Yeah, I'm there now, but it
But
took
when
a
somebody
while.
does some bullshit, I see it immediately. I'm like, no, like that. Like, no, we can't. We're not letting that slide.
That's why I couldn't play in the park now. Oh, that's a foul.
Mm.
He got bumped in the back. He did exaggerate a little bit. Do we want to?
Flop.
Give that him a
flop
flop.
number one for
Yeah,
James
yeah,
Harden. I'm
yeah.
gonna go with that.
I was as a flop.
Look, listen. You
we have
can get fouled and also flop. That is a
Yes,
thing that
absolutely.
happens.
True, definitely. Yeah.
Do we have the flop meter, Abdiel?
Do we have the flop counter?
Counter for
Let
James
us know.
Harden?
We got a Let's
we
Go
can put
Nets
up-
in the chat.
Let's go. Who?
Nets. Ooh.
Good luck in the draft.
If you root for the lottery, sure, great.
Hope
luck-
Darius
good luck with the
Acuff
rebuild.
falls.
Yeah, I mean, if you get Darius Acuff, that'd be great. My brother's a Net fan, but he's also like, he don't really live and die with this shit. He's busy. So,
That's Nets fans.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
sorry.
They don't live and die with anything.
Sorry. That's,
No, I mean,
that's a lot of them.
he's a Yankee fan too.
Oh,
but
found
he's
out who's
like,
performing at halftime.
you know.
New
Who's
Jersey's own
performing?
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap's
For this
performing?
game?
Yes.
Huh.
They couldn't get MGK.
Or like I feel like there are like several
Can you get Bone
good.
Thugs and Harmony?
Bone Thu-
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Beat
saying
to it.
there's, like legends from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is from rappers from Ohio. Let's see.
I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of other ones.
Le'Veon Bell? He ain't. Oh, well, actually,
Le'Veon Bell raps?
he did put out something before.
Didn't know that.
But he's
Was he
kinda
featured
wish
on
kinda wish I
an
didn't know that.
an AB song?
He's kind of just a doof. Period. So like,
Yeah.
Kid Cut.
Cuddy, that's who I was,
Cudi.
and I feel bad about that because he's one of my all-time
Isn't he
favorites.
on tour?
He does a podcast. I don't know if he's on tour.
Well, he was on tour and he kicked out
Yeah.
MIA from his tour.
I did see that.
Because MIA
He's
was
wildin'.
being MIA.
Yeah.
To which I'm like, yo,
who else
I
do we
told
have?
people. Wait, hold on. He was like, I told people like this, like I wasn't gonna tolerate this, and it's like, why'd you bring her on tour to begin with? Did you not think she was gonna be MIA? You know what I mean? Like, she was basically her Twitter feed, but in a concert. Trippie Redd is from Ohio. I didn't know that.
Oh, I did remember that.
Bone Thugs. The baby's not from Ohio. She's
Yeah,
from
that's
North
wrong.
Carolina. Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone, Busy Bone, Wishbone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody.
Bow
all the
Wow.
bones.
Bow Wow. Forgot.
Bow Wow.
He's from
definitely-
Columbus?
Yeah.
Columbus.
He's
He's not from Atlanta?
Yeah.
He rep Atlanta, but that's not where he's from. That felt
where did he
very.
grow up?
He grew up in Ohio. That I remember. I was a big Bow Wow fan, so he definitely grew up in Ohio.
But he was famous mad young. So
I feel like I feel like one of the albums he has like a Browns jersey on.
Is he from Ohio
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Melo's from Baltimore?
Yes.
I mean, from Brooklyn, not Baltimore.
No, I think it's the other way. I think it's like he's from Ohio the way Melo's from Baltimore.
I just need to see where I can't.
But he acts like Melo from Brooklyn, like Bow Wow from
Right.
Atlanta.
I'll tell you
know?
what, they ain't getting Bow Wow to perform at a Cavs game. They'll probably get him for the Hawks. They get him for a Cavs game.
That's crazy.
I don't
They should.
Who else Cleveland got to get?
Yeah, I'm saying they should get him. That'd be a great. If they hit Bow Wow was performing halftime of a Cavs playoff game, that'd be
MGK, High Tech, except High Tech ain't performing. He could DJ.
And he'll get Quali to come with him.
Yeah, but
They could do some
but
reflection.
Quali
would never do that.
Quali's probably a Knicks fan if I had to guess.
Probably.
He could be a Net fan too. Like he's diehard Brooklyn guy. I don't
Cuddy
know.
could also be a Knicks fan.
Excuse
to be
me.
fair.
I'm diehard Brooklyn. I
had
got
lots
an
of
East
Brooklyn.
Flatbush shirt on. I will just leave it at that.
Well, all I'm saying is
Knicks fan-
Fab gets a pass, but he was doing all that Brooklyn shit early.
He was.
And then he.
Excuse me. There's a difference between hip hop artists going to the Nets because they give them a check to perform at halftime and actually being.
And also being on the jumbotron, be like, Nets fans, get up on your feet.
He
It's time
got
for the
a check
fourth
to do
quarter.
that.
It's time for the fourth quarter. Let's go.
Sure.
You know,
He got a
Like,
check to do. I was at a playoff game and talked to Fab where he did that. He got paid to do that. That man is a Knicks fan. Trust me. I know.
I always give a little grace
I think
to the Brooklyn artists too.
Some dudes are New York everything.
Joey Badass has been at Nets games, but he did a
lot of
song
them,
last year
actually.
during the playoffs that he dropped with him and Busta, and they did
I think they just jump on whoever's hot. That's it.
No.
I think they do.
They're
No.
jumping
They do.
on the check.
No.
You're missing the point.
No, because they
look-
were at Nets games when they weren't even that bad.
No, but when Kyrie,
You don't think they were paid for those appearances?
no, because when Kyrie
you
and
don't think the
them-
Knicks pay them too?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but they're of a certain
I
age.
think rappers play both sides. It's
They've
fine.
gone. It's not a both sides thing. These guys of a certain age, particularly like a Fab, they're Brooklyn guys when the Nets were not there. They do not care about the Nets.
They'll care when they're good. If they're good again.
No, they won't.
If they're good again.
Yeah, because they can be.
they're
Because then
good.
the Nets will say, "Please come sit at our celebrity row."
If they
Yeah,
care
my
again.
big thing is if
They don't care. I don't think they really care.
If they would have been repping the Nets when they had KD, Kyrie, and Harden, when they were on the precipice of maybe doing something special.
I saw Fabulous performing at halftime when they had D'Angelo Russell.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying though, like you didn't
And
see
that's how
them
you know
there
it's for a
though,
check.
like repping the Nets
No,
when the
well,
Nets looked like they were
the
about
Net-
to win a championship.
To be fair, the Nets were fun that year. Like really
Yeah,
fun.
awesome, yeah.
You know? But I think they play both
we kind of
sides
forget how great they were for like.
before they fucked it up by star
Harden.
hunting.
Yeah.
Just having to get. They got to check. When they saying to hype the crowd, all that stuff, it's because get out.
Harden ain't running this down. That's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Look, man. Ain't no.
I give grace to the Brooklyn rappers. Like I get it, having an NBA team in your borough is huge. Like as long as you're not saying you're a Nets fan, you're welcome back, even if you've done Nets promo.
You know what the thing
Again,
is?
That's how I feel. Even with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was at the game recently.
Yeah, he rapped about it.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He literally rapped about it. So I'm like, it's
He had a
whatever.
percentage
But
ownership.
then he had a
of the team.
percentage ownership
I
of the
guarantee that
Nets.
man is not a Nets fan.
Yeah.
Again, if you're Brooklyn and from a certain age,
I think they're gonna rep whoever's
Now,
playing
if
good.
you're a non-Brooklyn
I think
artist,
I think they're gonna just rep whoever's
It's
playing
another
good.
story.
I don't think they
I don't
care.
know if it's
I don't think some.
repping.
I don't
Like, I
think
don't
any of
ever-
them care
oh,
that
that's
much.
dope. That's definitely a jump off.
That's something. Yeah. I don't think these dudes care that much.
I hate
I
when they
think-
don't make calls
like Ben Stiller cares, Chalamet cares clearly. You know, Fat Joe. But
Fat Joe cares, Jadakiss
Fat
cares.
Joe, yeah. Jadakiss,
I've seen Fat Joe at a Nets game.
Joe Budden.
Not a Nets fan.
Budden.
You know what I
definitely
mean? Like,
cares.
but I think they're just like if they're just gonna jump on whoever's good. That's it. I think baseball is a little bit different because there's more of a long-standing thing with the Mets and Yankees, and they've been around for a lot longer.
But that's my point
like you're
too.
more entrenched in those teams.
That's why it's not jumping on because the Nets don't have a history. That's why I don't believe in that there's a jumping
They
on.
do have a history. I mean, they have a
They don't
You know,
have they have a
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
history.
history.
yeah, but
That's
I
what I
mean,
mean.
the franchise does. Like the franchise has a history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Man, We spent way too much time talking about the Nets on the next show.
Shout out to the bro that said, "Let's go Nets." He got what he wanted.
We found a one Nets fan watching the Knicks game in the playoffs.
Because hopefully they get Darius Acuff.
I want to see him good.
That was maybe a push-off.
Yeah, I thought that could have been a foul.
Be careful, Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
What the fuck was
He
that?
tripped over a ghost.
You saw the two with the mop.
Yeah, he just thought that sweep. I was like,
away.
nobody fell over there. But okay.
Show him the money. Says MGK still has a career after M murked him. I gotta be honest. MGK's diss wasn't bad to Eminem.
Rap Devil, right? Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I'm not an MGK guy. I mean, no. You know, but I give him credit. Like, Rap Devil. It was Rap Devil.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
It was not too bad. I feel like people didn't. I think because like the expectations.
I'm not saying he's better than Eminem either. Like, don't even like. Look.
But I just feel like because the expectations were so low for like having to kill MGK that I don't think M got enough credit for how good Killshot was. Killshot was really good. But it was kind of like, this is MGK.
But it's like he's battling MGK.
MGK, whatever. It's like,
it was like a 1 versus 16.
Right, yeah. It was like, but I mean, he did do what he had to do. Like, you know, otherwise we'd be talking about how M lost a rap battle to MGK, which he did not.
Older Eminem, though.
Of course.
To be fair.
Of course, yeah.
It's like, it's not Shaq with the Lakers. It might be Shaq with the Suns. But,
yeah.
You know, it's all-star level kind of, but, you know.
Yeah, that's a fair way to put it.
Yeah. Duncan Stewart says Cypress Hill ain't going out like that.
Nah.
It's the first Cypress Hill reference we've had of all the rap references we've had on this show. I don't know if we've ever. Donovan Mitchell missed both free throws.
He did.
The Knicks are touched by Jesus Christ, all the Holy Spirits, all the angels. Look at
Donovan,
this.
I'm looking at
6
the
for 11
missed
on free throws.
6 for 11. Now they put it
Cleveland.
up on the screen.
I mean,
See what the Knicks
look,
got.
you make every free throw, you're tied. That's what I'm saying, yo.
Good swing. I think that's got to be a shot by OG.
Bro.
Nice.
That's what
Wow.
I'm saying, yo. God is wearing an Anthony Mason jersey right now.
Shout out to
Laughing
Mace, RIP.
with a pair of Timbs. It's crazy.
Just finished Blood in the Garden, finally. Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Herring,
Yeah.
friend of the show.
They could have a double-digit
Oh,
lead after
OG
all this.
Eagle.
Oh, you saw it too.
I saw
EJ.
it.
They
Yeah.
could have a double-digit lead after all this. Let's see. Here comes dribble, man.
Good closeout.
That was a great closeout.
Off.
Yep, close out to the right
Be
arm.
careful with that one. Pull up? No.
That's
wow.
pretty,
The
that's
cutting.
yeah.
The cutting is just so good on this team right now, man. Everybody's cutting because they believe they're going to get the ball. Everybody's dishing, too.
Yeah.
The Knicks have 13 assists, 21 made baskets.
13 assists.
Everybody in the starting lineup has 2 or more assists except for OG.
So they've assisted on 67% of their baskets.
I would never go as far as say I feel bad for James Harden, but it is tough to be the guy. To be the guy where like that defense wasn't that bad at all.
Right.
But unfortunately I've been that guy at times. But when the opponent is so confident they can score on you, Josh Hart can go to one-legged Dirk step backs and make them look good. I mean, like, you know, the lamest person will be like, "Oh, James Harden bad defense." It's like, that was fine defense, but you know, Josh Hart sees James Harden, knows he's not going to get a great contest, and he's confident because he knows he can score.
We have 2 Cypress Hill references in the chat now.
Good shot by
Misses
Mitchell.
2 free throws, makes a step back 3. Kev called Donovan insane in the membrane after missing those 2 free
I
throws.
see what you did there.
Well done. Do you
Well
have
done.
a favorite Cypress Hill song?
That is it for me, probably.
Do you have a favorite Cypress
That's
Hill
probably
song?
it.
Cavs
Probably.
shooting 68% from the free throw line. They have not shot free throws well in the series.
He's got to see where you're throwing the ball. He kind of threw it blind.
What's my favorite
That
Cypress
feels
Hill
like
song?
that's such a bad turnover.
It's the,
Knicks with 9 turnovers.
This is
Excuse me, 7 turnovers.
Yeah, now I want to kind of look at Cypress Hill's film, discography to be like,
Mitch coming back in. How many minutes has Mitch played?
Latin Thugs. There
4
you go.
minutes.
That's the song I was thinking of. But of course, that's on brand for me.
4 minutes of Mitchell Robinson.
Do they need more? Probably not.
No.
yeah, he wasn't great in the minutes he played.
There's more. There's
Flop.
called it.
There, that's definitely his
Did
second
they
flop
call it?
there.
They didn't call it. They didn't call it. Tony Brothers.
He was flopping there.
2 for the
That's
flop
two-
counter.
That's 2 for the flop counter.
Definitely.
All right. Knicks up 6, which, listen, I got to give Cleveland some credit. They hung around. Knicks had a chance to get this back up to a double-digit lead. The Knicks led by as many as 10 in this one. Cleveland hanging around, but it's like they didn't get the lead, and that's the thing when you're trying to come back. They're just never able to get the lead. It's a good first half for the Knicks, man. They're led by OG's 13 points. Cat had 11. A lot of that was in the first quarter. Mikal with 10. Josh Hart, 9 points. Jalen Brunson feels like a quiet game, 9 points. 2 assists. He now has 3 turnovers. He's been a little sloppy with the ball as of late. He was 2 assists, no turnovers. So he's got to clean that up, but I don't even know what to say.
Right, me neither. Go ahead, EJ.
I'm the second half, I'm just Cleveland, we're going to learn if they really want their season to continue, I think, with these next few minutes. Seriously, because I just feel like they started this game terribly. Like, that was not the right effort, not the right energy. It's like they kind of expected, because they were at home, that the Knicks wouldn't, I guess, show up. Like, I don't know, it was very weird. And they showed that when they play hard and they play like their season's on the line, like they can at least make this a competitive game. I just wonder, kind of like with the last game where you're fighting for your life at home down 0-2 when you feel like you should be tied 1-1. If kind of like with game 2 where it felt like kind of the rope got let up, I think partly because they were like, we shouldn't even be doing this. I wonder if the rope's going to get let up here where it's like, this should be a 1-1 series where, okay, if the Knicks win this one, fine, we get the next one. And, like, what are we doing? Like, I just wonder if that game 1, how they lost, is going to start resonating in that second half. Or will they show the resolve that they've said that they have, right? They said that they were down 0-2 against Detroit and that they've been here before. We're going to learn a lot about the Cavs, I think, the next 5 to 10 minutes of the third quarter.
So third quarter is going to show you a lot for them. I think it's going to be very interesting. We got a comment here by OGBK Ball. It says, great first quarter, very meh. Sloppy second quarter. I do agree with that. The Knicks were sloppy. I thought they had that stretch right before the end when he pushed it back up to 9, which was huge for them. Down to 6. Listen, Stingray saying that's an awful quarter. I agree. It wasn't a great quarter for the Knicks. Yeah. But they did enough. They did enough in the first quarter that made it so good. You know,
they didn't get killed in that quarter. They lost by
4. They were up 37-27 after 1. They got outscored 27-23. They only got outscored by 4. 6-point game.
I just don't know if it's gonna matter because like. The floor is so high for this team now. It's like, okay, they have one bad quarter. Does anyone think they're going to lose this game?
Right, in their bad quarter, they lost by 4 points. It was not, again, they didn't get killed.
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't, not to be flippant about it, but it's like this team has shown me over the course of now a month to just not freak out over a bad quarter, like whatever. Now, I would have had a different tone if the Cavs didn't blow game 1. And then Jalen Brunson was just playing, James Harden, Kamir over and over. You know what I mean? Like he just hit circle or whatever the button is on 2K and was like, all right, ISO, 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 ISO. Kenny's like, you know what? These 4 timeouts that I have with 4 minutes to go, as I'm watching this league collapse, I'm just gonna keep them. I'm just gonna pocket them and not use 3 of them, and I'm gonna use one that's real late. Like I'm looking at this and I'm like, yes, the second quarter wasn't great, but like. If I were y'all, would I be worried, given what I've seen from this team now?
No, this team the team's like, been too
whatever. Like okay, fine. Ooh, Cleveland kept it to 6, and then we'll see what happens in the third quarter. Cleveland has to demonstrate that they can do things consistently, like just make freaking shots. They're still missing free throws. Donovan just missed 2 free throws not that long ago. What are they shooting from 3 today? Because I've been on the 3-point percentage. The 3-point shot quality was there at times, not as much as last game, I feel like. I feel like last game they were missing more makeable 3-point shots than they were in this one.
23% from 3.
That's not going to do it.
21, sorry.
Again, 4
of 19.
They're 4 from 19 from 3.
And I actually think, I think today the Knicks 3-point defense has actually been better than it has been in recent games.
And normally what I would say is, you got to watch for that 3-point positive regression for Cleveland. 4 for 19. They'll start making some threes. But they're playing the team touched by God in the playoffs. and even if they do make some threes, The Knicks, it just feels like they can get a quality shot whenever they want. Because they keep attacking the basket. They keep getting results from 2-point range. They could also hit threes and kick it to guys. They're playing Josh Hart now from 3 because Josh Hart made 5 threes in the last game. He's pump-faked Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and drove and was able to get to the rim.
This is what happens when you stay aggressive, though. Right?
So if Cleveland's going to bombs away and the Knicks finally lose a playoff game for the first time in a month, then I'd be like, okay, we can actually talk about something. But for right now, we have a show to do, so we're going to talk about stuff. But for right now, it's just like, yo, what do you want?
I just think it's even a case of when you watch this game, the Knicks are playing so much better defensively than they were before. They're playing so much better defending the 3 than they were before. We look at the numbers here. You know, the way I looked at it, the Knicks had so many open threes they gave up to Sam Merrill, to Max Strus in those first couple of games where you're like, damn, the Knicks kind of might be getting a little lucky
even
here.
Donovan Mitchell.
Today, this is a different. If you watch a game, it's different. The Knicks 3-point defense is better. You called it a couple of times, EJ. You said there were some good closeouts.
Yep.
I just think this is a product of there was some rust we saw from the Knicks in obviously the first part of the first game into the second game. They're starting to play better again. They're starting to get their rhythm again, right? I know Bryan keeps saying they're touched by God. Or the team just got better.
You know what
that happens sometimes.
You know what they're touched
Teams
by?
just get better.
They're touched by what happened to them last year. I think what happened to them last year, I think, really sat with them in a way that I don't think that I or any of us really understood because they didn't really talk about it. It wasn't like there are some teams that have, like the Cavs, for example, like they made their identity what happened to them against the Knicks 3 years ago. They still talk about it. They're like, we got beat up and we got pushed around and we got bullied and the lights were too bright and we're not going to be that team again. Like they've talked about that series for 3 years. The Knicks really haven't talked about the Pacers or what happened. I mean, I don't know if the Pacers maybe having the season they had maybe was the reason why, but they didn't at least outwardly make their identity falling short of making the NBA Finals last year and blowing that game 1. But I think with the way they flipped the switch in this postseason tells me that no, they don't want that feeling ever again. They know that this is their opportunity to right the wrong.
2 things to that point.
You could not want that ever again. But like athletes say that shit all the time. Like to me, it's like I don't put a lot into that just because athletes are all like, yo, if you talk to any of these dudes, they'll say shit like, I'm the best player in the NBA, and they average like 8 points in the league. They'd be like, yo, I'm never gonna lose like that again. It's like
I love Sean McKence, by the way. No smoke. I love it.
It's like when boxers are 36 years old, they got knocked out 3 times, and they're like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, I don't care about that. I care about what I'm saying.
I don't think this is the same as my best shape of my life. I do think there's something to having a loss. You're right, everybody says it, but everybody doesn't have Jalen Brunson as a leader. That's the difference.
And also, you don't have the ability.
That sounds great. It didn't matter until the playoffs.
But also,
that's only when it matters. But what
I'm saying is like, I don't even think we're disagreeing. When I'm watching this second quarter, because this is my main point. When I'm watching this second quarter and I'm seeing them struggle, I'm like, they're just a different team now. They're just gonna get over it. Like it's
but part of being a different team is when you get to the point where everything mattered and you know that you had to get it done. That's it. That's why you saw Jalen Brunson mad as hell in game 1 because he's like never again. Right. We know what happened last year against the Pacers, and that's why I believe this team getting the finals. I don't think it's all of it, because I'm going to go back to my point I make all the time. You got to execute, but I do think there's a heightened awareness, and it wasn't there in game 1. So you saw them go back. We were sitting here talking about them going back in old habits.
They were rusty,
but yes, but I think you know what gets wake up out of rust, because you could have mailed it in, and you could have said, Jalen Brunson.
Part of it's also Cleveland, though.
Sure.
Like, if we're being honest.
Yeah. It's always a factor of multiple things. It's not one thing, and I know you're not saying that. No, EJ's saying that. No, but none of us saying that.
Yeah.
I just think it's a factor. I think you have reason to eye roll people when they say, Bryan, because I don't think Bryan and I are disagreeing. He's not wrong when people are like, oh, yeah, it sat with us. We're going to be back from this.
Yeah,
I'm in the best shape of my life.
Because everybody says the right thing.
But here's the point that EJ made that I think matters to that, why I think it's a little different. He's right in that they haven't really talked about it openly. The one time I remember them talking about it was media day. And somebody asked Jalen Brunson about it, and he said, I believe his answer was, this is kind of where you'd ask the question.
Right.
But
100%.
What he said was, obviously something that we've talked talked about and I've thought about, but we have to take it. This is a captain speak, Jalen Brunson answer. We have to take this one game at a time.
Right.
And we have to just do this. I liked knowing that he thought about it. You better have thought about it. I hope you did. I hope it's sad with you, but the thing is, are you going to do something about it when you get there? That's what matters more to me.
Yes.
So what I'm saying to you is the talking part matters from a veteran team that had something, but at the end of the day, you got to do something about it.
Yeah.
And to your point, because I feel like I'm combining both of what you said.
Yeah.
Had you been hearing about this throughout the season, you would have even more been.
would have
been like, ah, man, shut up.
Yeah,
because you just talking about it. It don't matter. Right, exactly. So you get to hear. Because when you're really going to show me is if they had talked about it all season, and then in game one, they got their ass handed to them, and they didn't come back, you'd have been like, see, all that talk. And you would have been right. Absolutely right.
I mean, shit. The Hawks series, they were down 2-1.
But that's when it counts. That's when it counts if you really remember. Are you going to respond? And they did. And that's the point I'm making. That's when
I don't think we're disagreeing.
That's when the talking matters. I think EJ's right that he didn't over-talk this, and that matters, but it was always there collectively as a team.
Publicly. Yeah, I'm saying.
But that's what I want. I want to hear the shit publicly. Privately, y'all should be saying, hey, man, something goes wrong. Hey, what's the goal? What are we trying to get to? What are we trying to do? Sometimes you have to refocus yourself. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would say I've seen Brunson and Cat multiple times say we have conversations amongst ourselves as a team that you guys are not privy to.
Dave said that
he says that
multiple times.
A lot, and I'm like,
I'm sure the organization loves that.
And when I hear that, I'm like, why does he keep saying that? I that's why I think because I think for me, when I think about the season, so much of the season, you watch this team, and the frustrations that I think existed were in large part because of what happened last year. You're like, do you guys not understand the urgency of this season? Like you screwed up last year.
That's why fans are pissed with them during the regular season.
Right. Yes, exactly. You're like, you understand what happened last year. Now there's a quote unquote open Eastern Conference, and it feels like you guys are, for no pun intended, BSing around. Like you're not taking it seriously, whatever. Okay. What I think is happening is this team knew this is going to be our moment, the NBA playoffs.
I agree.
Don't get anybody hurt. Everybody stay healthy. And these regular season games, they're regular season games. And the reason why I also think this too is they played differently during the Cup. The Cup was a different Knicks team. Think about how they dominated the Magic and dominated the San Antonio Spurs. Like
they
looked like how this team looks now. That was the last time I seen them look like this.
It's almost like they took the Cup, the games that had some stakes, the playoffs, and used it to help them for this now.
I think that was their trial run, and the effort they were playing defensively, like they looked. I was like, wow, this Knicks team was really. I think that's why I think it was so shocking to see them go into January and then lose 1 million games in a row, because it's like, what the hell? I just watched them play great basketball.
I listen, and Bryan's been saying this all. Bryan's been saying this from freaking September, maybe before that August. I don't remember, but he's always been like, hey man, you made this change of coach. You got close. No Tyrese Halliburton. No Tatum for most of the year. This is your chance.
Young ass
you got to do it.
Yeah. Magic got to prove it. Cleveland's Cleveland.
What I think we have to learn from this, though, this is not saying that Bryan was wrong, because I never thought Bryan was wrong. I thought the stakes are the stakes are the stakes. They are what they are. Mm-hmm. What I do think we could learn as a basketball viewing community is sometimes what you just said. Sometimes what matters for a team in the urgency isn't actually about in the regular season. It's about them working on the things to get to this point to do it. Yeah, the nervous Nellies and the anxious Annies out there, you're going to watch this and be like, why are they not showing it to me? I get all that. But now at this point right now, ain't none of y'all, nobody gives a damn about January. Who cares?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, it doesn't, if you would have taken, if the Knicks win a championship, you will have gone through all of that, and they did to get through now.
Yeah.
That's why I think you were hearing the comments, and you're right, EJ, especially Cat and Brunson. They kept saying that when you guys aren't privy to these conversations that we have. We talk about things like this all the time. And then I saw reporters do this and follow up. Would you care to tell us what you guys said there? And Jalen Brunson is like, no.
Every time, no.
And here's the thing. I do think it was about keeping your eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
I know that sounds very coach speaky.
It sounds very sports movie-like.
Sports movie-like.
Yeah. But I think it's real.
But it is real. You have to keep your eye on the prize and know it is. And I think that's why Jalen Brunson, maybe for the first time in a huddle all year in game one, was like, nah, We not doing this again.
Yeah.
And you got to credit them for that. Now, part of that was the Cavs doing a terrible job.
Shout out Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure Cleveland has motivation too. I'm sure Detroit had motivation. Like I think teams have motivation.
I agree.
I think.
I don't know if anybody has the pressure.
That's where the
Knicks.
talent comes in.
And experience.
Well,
And
we said that.
experience.
We said if there's any team left that absolutely has to get to the finals this year, it's the team with probably the oldest core. I mean, James Harden's old, but Cleveland still has Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, these two teams have similar pressure, but the Knicks' pressure is a lot different because one, they haven't been there in so goddamn
27
long.
years.
Like you have fans who have never seen them be good, and you also have everyone just in their prime years, basically, like the entire core. Their entire core is basically in their prime years right now. It's in some level. Like Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG, Mikal Bridges, even Josh Hart. You're not at the point yet where, hey, Jalen Brunson's next contract is going to kick in because you haven't even given it to him yet. And then you got to figure out some financial stuff, although there is a Mitchell Robinson question.
Yep.
And then with Cleveland, it's like you can still talk yourself into, hey, Evan Mobley, maybe one day. Maybe one day it'll happen.
Right.
Right.
And
There's still upside for him.
Yeah, and then it's the same thing I've been talking about all year where it's like Indy's going to be getting Tyrese Halliburton back for next year. Boston's going to be competitive at the very least. Like, we don't know how good, but Boston's going to be Boston to some extent. Miami may get Giannis. Who freaking knows? Charlotte's going to be interesting. Orlando is going to have a new coach. Detroit is, I think, going to be better based on the experience that they had this year. Like, all these different factors. And it's like, yo, runway's clear. You took care of Atlanta. You took care of Philly. You have Cleveland. And then you have two teams that are going to beat the shit out of each other in the Western Conference Finals. And those two teams, by the way, don't have as much pressure to win because one of them is really young and got a title, and the other one's really young and has maybe the best player in the NBA or somebody who's really close. So, yeah, this is why I've been saying all year, it's like if you're going to get it done, now's the time. It's not to say that they won't ever get it done again or whatever. Like, it's not saying that. It's just that future years, next year, the year before, is going to be more challenging. And you're here now with a team who's now had deep playoff runs for basically 4 years in a row. Because I think a deep playoff run, I agree with Zach Lowe, is like you get to the second round and you get like 6-7 game series.
I agree.
So they've had a deep playoff run for the fourth year in a row. And you know that in this NBA, health-wise, that's when it starts to, once you have these deep runs, you see what could happen late in the year.
That was a hell of effort by Hart.
Everyone's healthy. You have to take advantage of this now.
Good start by the Knicks. OG with a 3.
Yeah, Hart, he fronted Jared Allen, and then that's a stupid play
stupid
there.
pass by Josh.
He was anticipating the cutting. They play beautiful basketball now. You got to be cutting all the time. That's on Mikal.
That was like a.
I'm kind of being sorry. I'm kind of Kev asks, has a team won a cup and a ring in the same year?
No.
A team hasn't won a cup and a series in the same year, I don't think.
Yeah.
This is the Knicks are the first. The Knicks and the Spurs are the first teams to do so. First teams to also get to the conference finals in the same year.
From the cup finals.
From the cup final.
What did Indy do the year that they went to the cup? Did they get to the conference finals that year?
When they were in the cup final
Against the Lakers.
Yeah, they got to the conference finals.
I think that was the first. They lost to Boston. Then they lost to Boston.
Yes.
Because last year was Milwaukee OKC. Oh, and then OKC won the title.
Yep.
Yes, OKC. They lost.
So no one's won a cup and a ring in the same year.
No.
Yeah. Not yet. So actually, they did win playoff series.
Good shot there,
No,
Mitchell.
because Milwaukee. I fucked it up.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee didn't win a series.
Yeah.
And the Lakers, I think they lost to Denver in the first round that year, too. I think so. The answer to the question is definitively no, though. I confused them probably, but yeah.
I thought Brunson
Move
was
it.
gonna pull
Move
that.
it. Look at that. Look at that. Evan Mobley has to close out on Josh Hart threes now. Look how much space.
Another deflection from Hart there.
Yo, what is with these?
Another deflection
What
from
is
Hart.
with these touchdown passes that Cleveland's throwing? Trying to, at least. Oh boy.
Good pass. He knew exactly what he was going to do that entire possession.
They were so worried about the health.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
he knew exactly what he was going to do.
I think OG now has a couple assists. Yeah, he's
I
got
saw
2.
Mikal. I'm like, does he see him? Does he see him? He saw him.
12 for Mikal.
OG, he's rounding into form. This is starting to look like the guy that was dominating the playoffs.
Yep.
which that's
No
a
fouls.
great sign for the Knicks. That's a third deflection by Josh Hart in the paint in a row to start this series. Start this quarter.
Yeah, he's out of control there.
He has 2 turnovers. That's the Josh Hart experience.
Yeah.
Josh Hart has 4
3 incredible
turnovers in this
deflections.
game. He has 5
that
steals
turnovers
in this game.
and
5 steals, 4 turnovers, 3 assists. Need 2 more assists, Josh Hart.
Yeah, this is the, and complain to the refs. This is the essence of Josh Hart to start this quarter.
Yeah.
2 turnovers, 3 incredible deflections.
Imagine
and
if
I'm
they
arguing
were,
with the refs. My headband's knocked off.
Right. Imagine if they were losing. Imagine if they were playing poorly. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
Tough look. Cavs had just 8 assists in the first half, by the way. We didn't mention that. Out of like 22 makes. So like just a little bit over a third of their makes were assisted.
Yeah, Mitchell kind of like in the postgame, the last game, he kind of like chalked up to, we were just missing shots. But that half didn't feel like that.
Part of it.
Yeah.
It's not.
That was an in-rhythm shot for Brunson. Just couldn't get it.
Flat on the actual shot.
Yep.
Look at Mikal. He's locked in.
Ooh. That was a really good pass. That's
a good recovery to catch by
Mobley got to catch
Mobley.
that. Yeah. Why did Harden just keel
that was
over
a
like
tough
that? Is
catch.
he tired?
I can't believe he made that pass. Cat is right there.
Yeah. That was a tough pass to even get it through, but that was a crazy catch by him to even stay with it.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't bad defense by Cat. Cat could almost had that.
Yeah.
Cat was too tall.
Yeah,
seriously.
I agree. He was not going to be able to get low enough for that.
Oh, this is nonsense. They got the UFC card. I think the UFC card is the same day of the one at the White House. I think that's the same day as the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Wait, they're bringing sports and politics together? I thought you weren't supposed to do that.
Oh, yes.
Thought you weren't supposed to do that.
Tremendous.
Not good times for the stick to sports crowd.
Tremendous.
Not good times for them.
Yeah.
All right, going back to this flag action.
They'll still attempt to exist, though. Look at that.
No
Another
hesitation.
That was a closeout. Now they're starting to, But I think
better rather Josh Hart not hesitate that.
Oh, what a crossover!
Oh,
Gotta finish that one.
he got all defense man there. Missed 3 though.
Was anybody here upset about
No.
OG being second team?
I was.
Jesus.
I figured a lot of
You
Knicks
were?
fans.
Yeah.
I thought it was borderline. I thought he could be second team, so I wasn't bothered by
I think
it.
Chet could have been second team. That was the guy I was pointing
Chet
at.
or Derek White?
But Chet was second in voting.
Yeah, I didn't.
See, that's
Chet was really good this year, actually. Like
I didn't have a problem with Chet making the first
Chet
team.
is very
I was a little
good.
shocked to be second in
And
voting.
I'm a Zag fan, by the way, so
I'm not a Chet guy.
Right,
I
you are not a
love
Zag fan.
Chet Holmgren, but
Cookies.
I feel like
Pull up the
it's
team.
kind of like
What
the Mobley.
a pass!
That was a great
What a
pass.
finish.
It's kind of like the Mobley thing, where like when you're playing next to another big who allows you to really roam and like. So I mean, he did that at Gonzaga too with Jimmy. It's his superpower to do those things.
Right. So I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that he definitely deserves the All NBA defensive team, but I think to give him first team, it's like all right, he's got Hartenstein as like his big brother, just like
I was
knocking
surprised
heads.
I was surprised at how low OJ was in voting.
Same.
He's ninth, right?
Yeah, I think he was ninth.
How many games did OJ play this year? I want to see he played. He missed.
I think he got.
12
I think
games?
he got to 70.
Let me see.
I feel like he got to 70.
72. I think he missed. I think he might have been exactly at 72. Or
Let me pull up the all defense voting now.
Yeah, I thought he could have got
67.
first team.
He played
67. A lot of games. A lot of games.
15.
15.
I don't know. I'd have to see the other guys in terms of the numbers.
Do we have
but
voting for all defense out, or is it just the ballots?
I feel like I saw the rank. The names were ranked. He was ranked towards the bottom.
we
of the
do
second
have it,
team.
okay.
So I assumed that meant that he was towards.
So
the bottom.
Wemby got 100%. Chet got 93 first place votes, 4 second place votes, and I guess 3 people left him off. Which is interesting. Asar definitely deserved first team.
I had no problem with
Absolutely.
Asar.
72, 22, and 6 none.
I thought he should have been second in voting, but that's whatever.
And then Derek White.
I don't disagree. And then Rudy was 4th.
He had a really good defensive
Rudy was
season.
good this
I had no
year.
problem
Yeah.
with that. Derek White did not
White's
shoot the
the
ball
other
well,
one.
but I thought he had a really good defensive season. I didn't really have a problem with that. Maybe my problem would have. This is tough. It's like Chet was fine.
Derek White was the 5th guy.
Chet also plays on a team.
But
Again,
I don't. But
I know what you're saying.
So
I know what
if-
you're saying, EJ.
the defenders on that team are ridiculous.
So
But
it's
if
like,
I'm-
is
but
he
if-
doing as much work?
But if I'm
impact as
swapping
he-
Derek White into the second team, like if I'm just using him as an example,
I would put OG then.
no, I'm putting Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes was ridiculous this year defensively. Scotty Barnes was
He
really good
and
defensively.
he probably
this year.
does a lot for that team defensively. I
I mean, he's the reason they had a
this is
top
the- but this is-
five-ish defense.
This is the
Great-
point
he's
I'm
a great
making with
defensive
OG. I think it's borderline. If you put him in fifth in the first team, I wouldn't have been mad at it. I'm not terribly upset that he's on second team. I just was like, okay.
Scotty was really good. Scotty got 42.
I thought he had a
was the
shot.
closest one because Scotty had 42 first place votes. I think Scotty should have been first team. He was insane this year. Both on the perimeter, like guarding the rim,
yeah.
helping off, like is a help defender too. Casey Wallace was also
I
on
wonder if
second
games
team.
played hurt OG.
So
in a way.
order for second team was Scotty Barnes, Casey Wallace, Bam, OG, Dyson Daniels. I think Tumani Kamara was probably snubbed.
Kamara's really good.
The problem
good.
is I don't know who I'm putting him over because I kind of think that they got like a really good 10. Like,
yeah, I'm not. I don't have an issue with the 10. I thought OG got first team, but
you know, like
I also think we do. All NBA has 3 teams. Let's just do 3 defensive teams.
I agree
I've
with that.
been saying that forever.
I just-
And don't give all the spots to centers. Like,
There
I
should be
hate that
3
shit.
defensive teams.
I
there should
don't
be
like
3
that,
rookie
by the
teams.
way, either.
Yeah, I'm glad that this year was more like
It
you got-
was more balanced
you got-
this year.
Yeah, because the second team, you have Bam is
One
the only
big. It's
Bam
only
is
big.
the only center,
Yeah.
but he also guards the perimeter as well as
Yeah,
99.9% of guards basically.
yeah. He switches. They switch.
Barnes too is really good at that. Kaysen's a guard. OG is obviously
I think,
the
you know what I
forward.
think it is? I think you're actually starting to get more voters that are watching
Who respect
and looking to
perimeter
respect
defense.
the
Yes,
perimeter
thank
defense.
you.
Yeah.
I think that's
Thank you.
I think you're starting to see the shift and evolution in that in the
Yeah.
voting. And so I do think you're gonna this year I looked at that and I was like, oh, you know what? It wasn't as big heavy. You know, if Wemby, Chet, it's really Wemby, Chet, and Bam, right?
You know
and
what?
then
Also,
go at Ruby.
you know what I think made them do that too, though.
Yeah.
Was I think unfortunately, and this guy who's on that list, I think Rudy Gobert and Evan Mobley's playoff issues, I think made them think, maybe I should second guess. Just saying the centers are the only guys making the impacts defensively.
Because you've seen some of these centers exposed.
They get
Look at Mikal.
literally taken off the floor
Look at
because
Mikal.
they were useless
Back
against
to
certain
Mikal.
teams, you know?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit him too.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Definitely Gobert. I think Gobert was the one because I shout out to Maggie. Oh my gosh.
Woo-hoo!
You got to finish your breakfast, bro.
Oh man,
He
Brunson would have
ended
finished
up
that.
finishing it. Damn.
Because I mean, shout out to the Maggie and Perloff show, former show, awesome Maggie,
out to
Maggie
Maggie.
Gray, Edge Perloff. But like, it was just funny talking to them every year. Like Rudy Gobert would be Defensive Player of the Year or All NBA defense. We're doing playoff coverage. He's on the bench, and Perloff is like, "Are these voters idiots? Like, how is the best defender in the NBA not on the floor in the most important defensive possession?" Then it's like, well, playoff basketball is different. But it's hard to explain it away. Like, it really is hard to explain it away after a while.
Yeah, like I've always said about the Rudy stuff. Rudy probably's got some criticism, particularly when he was in Utah, more so than now, where it's like, yo, that man was covering a lot of ground because there were some whack ass defenders on that perimeter.
Oh, yeah.
and he had
Utah,
to do a lot. Yeah. Again, I think there's better defenders than him. He's not like Wemby or somebody. Way to go get that by Brunson. Just couldn't get it
Yeah,
though.
it's just
Ooh,
Wow.
great gather.
Wow.
Jesus.
that's a vintage.
Him
Donovan
doing that
Mitchell
over
there.
Cat is
Yeah, I
kind of
know.
insane.
That gather was so aggressive.
Long
yeah.
arms.
And he hasn't done that like, oh, you better recover, Sam.
Yeah. See,
Good job,
Put Donovan Mitchell in a bad spot. Look,
Yo,
right back
Bridges
to him.
still,
right
my
back to
God.
him.
That is beautiful basketball.
It is.
Yeah.
Bridges just still kept his hands up and cut to the basket. I should have took Cat assist today, and I
crazy.
did not.
I should've.
Cat has 6 assists.
That's off Mitchell.
Out on
Yep.
Harden?
Oh, Harden,
I
my
guess.
bad. I thought it was Mitchell dribbling the ball.
Look at Mikal. They're showing it again. There's
Looking. Oh, man. That kept his hands ready. Put it
Yeah.
only where Cat could give it to him.
he gave it to him a beat
No
late,
way.
too.
That's not a great shot. Yeah.
What did you say, Brian? He
I
gave
said
it to
they
him.
gave it to him a beat late,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because Mikal was already going to go to the rim, but Cat had to see
Off
him
his
first.
legs. Oh.
No, OG tipped it.
Yeah, Brunson's got a long run there. He got sucked in.
Max is like,
Once-
finally.
Once the deflection didn't go their way.
2 for 7. Yeah,
And one.
knew he was going to get that call. Donovan gave it to him, too. Raised his hand up. What a pro. What a nice guy.
What I love about this Knicks offense with Cat as the hub is it really forces these guys that are playing away from the ball. Like, you can't really hide anybody because you got to be important in help. You could be guarding the guy that's screening the guy away from the ball, so you got to be attached. Or you could be trying to fight through a Jalen Brunson screen when you think that you're not guarding somebody who's going to be a threat, like you're guarding maybe Josh Hart or you're guarding OG in the corner. And I'm thinking about Strus because I'm seeing that 2 for 7. He hasn't shot well. I just don't think that there are guys out there on the floor anymore that are just standing around. Like, you could play a game guarding OG Anunoby, who's a very good player, and not get a lot of mileage because he's just not moving much. He's just standing in the corner. But with the way the Knicks are running their offense now, it's making all 5 guys
have to work,
move defensively. And then when these guys then have to take open shots, they're not as easy when your legs are a little heavier because you're not getting rest on defense. So
yeah, I think
it's an important thing what they're doing offensively because it's actually helping their defense.
Great point. Mitch back in with 5:28 to go here in the third. Yeah, the movement for the Knicks has been so good. You talked about the first 10 minutes of the second half was going to be important and how the Knicks came out here. The Knicks, again, they've come out to start both of these halves like, oh, that's a big steal. Jesus.
I can't believe you didn't get that.
Yeah. They've come out like the more aggressive team.
Yep.
Is Mike Brown baiting them to do the hack and Mitch here just to take them out?
Maybe he gets some fouls because neither team
to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, I could see that.
That pass was way too long.
Yeah.
Sam Merrill should have been got there. Oh boy. He's like, get the ball from me. Wow. That's unbelievable.
It's shocking he didn't finish.
He started his gather from too far out.
Yep.
And then Mitch was on him. So.
Oh, good drive.
All the way. Ooh, what a finish.
No contest, huh?
OG's reads on these closeouts are just money. It feels like outside the last 2 games, it feels like before he got hurt and then this game, it's like he knows exactly what to do, whether it's the pass to Bridges or that play where you knew that had to be a straight line drive all the way to the rim. That's a settle.
That's
there.
how you know.
Yeah,
Shit. That's how you
there.
know.
It's
getting late early.
Knicks are getting in the paint.
Ooh,
See, you're in trouble.
You can't let Brunson just get to a strong hand like that. Large lead of the game.
It's getting late early.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I couldn't agree. This is why Bryan is out here saying the Knicks are touched by God.
Divine intervention, boys. Look at that.
Lights too bright.
In my life, this is the least concerned I've been in terms of like what the Knicks are doing as a team.
I get it.
Like, usually I'm watching games. I'm like, they'll blow this. They'll figure out a way to do this. They'll mess around and do this. Like, I've made fun of them in the past. Nope. I'm watching them now, and I'm like, yo, it is what it is, man.
And when you watch a playoff series, it's just like sometimes you look at a certain point, you look for the team that doesn't look like they're searching for answers. Right now, the Knicks don't look like they're searching for answers.
And Cleveland does.
And Cleveland looks like they still are trying to figure out where they can find an advantage against this Knicks team. And I'm like, it's game 3, guys. It's game 3. Like,
Cleveland's like, yo, more of our threes should fall, but like they're not. So
Cleveland's
what do we do?
3-point attempts in this game are even as high as they've taken 26. It doesn't even feel like the Knicks have only taken 17.
They haven't taken many quality.
They don't need
ones.
to because they keep attacking the basket.
Yeah, and they're killing them in the paint.
Yeah.
And I see that's
all these
when
cuts.
But that's when the team knows who they are. They understand their mission. The Knicks are not forcing anything they don't need to
That's
do.
a ridiculous
Except
step
that,
back.
but
That's
he
a
made
full
it.
shot. But Hart was that Hart? That was Harden.
That was on
Harden, yeah.
Well,
So
exactly what I was telling you guys.
When the
about
traffic cone
confidence.
is there, you got pull.
Right.
He probably had more space than it looks like from this angle. To be fair,
But you
Harden
see
giving
James
it back.
Harden and you get confidence. The basket becomes 10 times more wide.
Yeah.
That's a foul.
Doesn't even have anything.
Wow, they didn't call that?
Uh-oh. Look at that.
Buckets.
Allen Houston. Oh.
Come on, Deuce. We need to play. Don't like it. Too much dribbling for Deuce. I don't like it.
How? Oh, I was going to say.
yeah.
Like, yo, how do you get beat? How do you get beat after all that there?
That was too much dribbling for Deuce for
That
my
was a lot of ball
liking.
handling. Yeah.
Again, like I've never understood in the past why Knicks fans were like just so cocky given the state of the organization and their team, the past iterations of it. This year, I'm just like, go crazy, guys. Like it's just now during the playoffs more so specifically. I'm like, just you know what I mean? You might be done with this on Monday. Other series might be 2-2.
Crazy times we're living in, for many ways, other than just basketball with the Knicks. But yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what is it? I don't know if there is a adjustment for Cleveland to make. It just again like what
make more shots.
I asked this. I said this to. I asked Bryan said that Cleveland would throw the kitchen sink in this game, and I said, well, what is that? What is the adjustment? What is the kitchen sink?
To be honest with you, like they.
It doesn't feel like they've really tried much.
Right.
Kitchen is closed.
Yeah,
right.
like I haven't seen nothing aggressive.
Let
me make that make sense. Like nothing. Like we're going to double Brunson at half court, or we're like they're. It seems like they're just.
I think they're just banking on, hey, we're going to make our shots at some point.
Right.
That's what they're playing like. So. Second quarter was kitchen sink-ish, but first quarter was not.
Yeah. The second quarter. What is Hart doing there? I mean, why would you catch the ball once the ball's coming to you?
You will complain to the refs on that one.
Yeah. Clearly, he wasn't supposed to come in, but you still should just catch it.
Because he was backing away. Like, Knicks up 12.
Josh Hart's face.
He's probably mad because, you know why? I think what he knows is the one thing you want to talk about the Knicks, because they had a very sloppy second quarter, 12 turnovers in this game.
Yeah.
Now, the Cavs had 15. So, but, you know.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, is this that Jack Ryan joint?
Yes, it is.
Is this good?
I have no idea. I don't know one person that has watched
this
or said.
I mean, I like a couple of the actors.
This
yeah,
seems
same
like,
so do I.
This seems like something for Bryan. Bryan would be all over this.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. And that's when I told you Tom Clancy was a weirdo. So
you did, which I was not familiar with Tom Clancy.
Because I love Splinter Cell. But
and then
Tom
I googled very quickly, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. He hit the notes, so it's like, okay.
I was like, oh, okay.
Did anybody see Mortal Kombat 2?
No, I didn't watch the first one. You
can skip the first one.
Okay. I'm also.
I like the first one, to be clear, but you can skip it.
I
know a lot of people didn't like it.
I always was this. I'm a big Street Fighter fan.
Oh,
Street Fighter player. I'm a Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat guy.
So you're gonna watch Street Fighter movie then?
Which looks good.
Yeah.
Are you? So you're not a Street Fighter guy?
No, I like so. It's funny. I was talking about this on 40 Days and Counting. Like I'm actually a Tekken guy. That's my game, for fighting games. But I love the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one in '95. Like as a kid, that's like my foundation. That's like one of my foundational memories.
I did go to see that with my cousin.
Yeah, like I feel like that's one of my foundational memories as a kid. So like I got so much love for
wait.
Mortal Kombat as a franchise.
Hold on,
but I like Street Fighter. I got no beef with Street Fighter. I like Street Fighter movie. That's another one.
The one from the '90s.
Yeah,
with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah,
I thought that was terrible.
It's not. Oh no, what was terrible was The Legend of Chun-Li. That might be the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm not. I swear I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, that was bad. I forgot about that. My question to you was, how did you first watch the Mortal Kombat movie? Because you're a little younger than me. How old were you?
So I think it came out in '95.
Right.
So I would have been 4.
Right. So I
don't think I saw it. I definitely don't think I saw it in theaters. It's not a rated R movie, so I could have.
It wasn't that gory.
It wasn't that gory. So I definitely could have watched it. My dad probably got like the VHS.
VHS or
right. Or like it was on TV one day. He's like, "Oh, you want to watch this?" Like,
yeah.
You know the video game, and then I watched it. I was like, that was one of my all-time favorite movies as a kid. So I love the Mortal Kombat franchise.
I always said that even though I'm a Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat guy and always have been, the Mortal Kombat movie
was way better than the Street Fighter.
Way better than the Street Fighter movie. It wasn't even close.
It was legitimately good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I remember going to see it and being like, "Yo, this was actually really good." Now listen, I liked Mortal Kombat. I played the games, the first 2 games. I was somebody playing in arcades. I'm a Street Fighter kind of like loyalist.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Tekken guy.
But you're a Tekken guy.
Yeah.
Tekken I just never really got down with. It's not I disliked it. Like I played it, had some friends who had it. I just was always like, okay.
I just feel like, and then for me, it's been always the like, because what I like about fighting games is like each game has its own like, basically its own like way of fighting, like
fighting,
right? So
right.
like Tekken's very chain fighting. Actually, I relate more to like just my brain in terms of like fighting somebody in a video game. I relate more to that, definitely more than Street Fighter. I'm terrible in Street Fighter.
Because I think
I'm okay in Mortal Kombat.
Because I think Street Fighter, you have to. It's very the moves are super technical.
It's very like
and you have to master the character. And like listen, when I was a kid, I was not good at Street Fighter. I think I just enjoyed playing it and seeing people do the cool stuff. And my cousin was really good, so I just learned so much from him. Yes. So somebody asked me the new one or the '90s version. I have purchased. I kind of Street Fighter 3 and Alpha Third Strike. I didn't buy those, but Street Fighter 2 I've had it on every console.
Wow.
Even Street Fighter 6 I have, which I've never played as much because I just don't have the time. I have a Hori stick. I'm like a serious. I do not play with a controller.
Okay.
I'm a Hori stick player. Yeah.
So you're really about it then?
Yeah. I'm a Hori stick player.
I do.
I'm okay. I'm not a great player. I'm a solid player, I would say. I'm not a great.
That's what I say. I'm Tekken. I'm solid. I'm not like my brother was like ridiculous, but like I'm solid. But I love the Mortal Kombat movie. The new one was good. I watched it this
now
week.
I gotta go watch
really
that.
good.
I gotta go watch that because you're the second person who told me the first one was solid too, and you like this.
I like the first one. I know a lot of people will like say, "Oh, it was very cheesy," and they did some things that like. I feel like they fixed all the issues with the first movie, which I don't think were a lot, but were enough. That it was enough to where I could see someone not liking it.
Yeah.
And this one, we fixed all those, and then we're just gonna give you more of what you liked from the first one.
That's what's
Which
up.
there's things I like from the first one a ton.
Okay, I gotta watch that then. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out. I'm very anxious for the Street Fighter movie. I hope they do it right, do it justice.
I hope
it
so too.
Looks good.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it is good, and I just hope you get enough decent backstory in some of the characters, and I hope they don't. Because that's one knock I can say about Street Fighter. As the games have gone on, I think sometimes they've added too many characters, and that annoys me. I think it's like too many characters in a game. So sometimes I'm like, yo, just give me 12 to 16, and I'm good.
Especially because like the storyline, I am one of those storyline guys in fighting games. Like I like to know the story of what like the canon is of the universe. I like the universe.
Yeah, and so that's what you
get,
had
you
in
get
the
like
early
many characters. You can't. Like,
right. It takes away from that.
Right. Like they can't. You really can't give a character a great backstory if there's 20. You know.
I agree. Completely agree.
You see how unbothered you are?
I know we're talking about Mortal Kombat.
We talking about fighting games.
I mean, like,
Knicks on the game
it's
three,
not even a 30-point game.
Finals.
Like Sam Merrill just banked in the 3, and you're like, yo, Tekken has too many characters.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Showing the money says, the worst movie made was Dragon Ball Z, hands down. That was not good.
Fair
point.
Fair point. That was rough.
I'm one of the oddballs who was into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and not Dragon Ball Z.
Pokemon was cool. I like Pokemon.
No, but usually you're into like all three of them.
Oh, you like. Missed it. Gotcha.
Shout out
you
to
missed
it.
Like, I was just like, I just never got into it like that.
NASCAR fan 1824 says the Cavs did wonders in NYC. They built 2 apartments and a hospital in Far Rockaway with the amount of bricks they've put up in Game 1 and 2, and now they're building in Cleveland too. Damn.
Good for the economy.
Mr. Light's too bright.
I have to. Brian's right. That whole conversation showed how bothered I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, Cleveland, like, make it interesting. Put fear into people's hearts. You know what I mean? Like, actually make this a little bit more of a thriller. But they ain't got shit for this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing enough from their offense.
I thought Cleveland could take, 1 or 2 games, 2 games in the series.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get 1, maybe game 4, maybe, maybe. But the way the Knicks been closing teams out, I ain't betting on it.
Nah. Should have hit that Knicks money line today.
Yeah, you would have got it at plus money because they were somehow underdogs by 2.5 points.
I wonder if they will be. If they win this game, will they be underdogs? Game
No.
4?
I don't think they will.
No.
With the way they've closed.
That was
Brian
a bad
said.
line, too. Shout out my guy, Raheem Palmer, who said he had this power rated at Knicks 2.5 to be favored, not underdogs. And he ended up betting the Knicks because he's like, there's no way home court should swing this 9 points given what we've seen in this series. Like, this just doesn't make sense.
And the Knicks have just been so good on the road, too. Like I said earlier in the show.
4-1.
And dominant. Like, just bludgeoning teams on the road.
Like, I was surprised when we saw that. I'm like, what's the reason for Cleveland being favored? Like, what are the basketball reasons for it? Like, I get it. You're at home now. You should be, again, this is supposed to be the kitchen sink desperation spot. And there were a bunch of people who bet on Cleveland to win this game. I'm sure there were people who, I know of a couple who bet on them to win last game. But
I don't.
On the shot. I just don't. I'm just not seeing. I'm underwhelmed by them,
Bang.
frankly. I expected them to be more competitive this series, a little bit more competitive this series at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't under. To be fair, I wasn't underwhelmed by them the first 44 minutes of Game 1. But since then, I've kind of just been like, eh.
That's kind of what I'm going to go back to, though. It's like at the end of the day, like there's a game that was supposed to be in the bank that is not there for them, which is kind of just.
That's just a really good drive.
Yeah.
That's just a really good James Harden drive.
Knicks gotta be careful. That feels like could be a big shot.
No, I'm not even gonna let you do. Like, prove it to me, Cleveland. Made me look like a dickhead. Come on, honestly. James Harden wanted some measure of payback.
Ooh, that was so close to Robinson.
Yeah.
I mean, the touch.
God, that was close.
He got that off just in time.
That's the second time Harden's done kind of that awkward half spin under the rim kind of like flip shot. And I think he got and one earlier.
7-point game.
Just want to see a good response here off of that shot.
Cleveland could tie it up, and I might bet Knicks fourth quarter. Like,
well, that's one of the best bets in basketball
That'd be
season.
very good bet, yeah. Crowd trying to get into it here.
I'm gonna keep being dismissive.
Oh, they're following the rules finally.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, we knew that was going down.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We have a guest plan for Game 5 who I love and might not even get a chance to have a Game 5, right? We might have to push her to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, off.
Also, I haven't looked at rebounding this game. Knicks have done a better job on the glass than they have actually in the first two games.
That was a terrible screen by Schroeder, by the way.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Like, they didn't force the switch at all. That was a ridiculous handle there.
Couldn't make him pay.
Good pass.
Oh,
Good pass.
that's a good possession.
Yep.
Now they cut the lead to 7. Will they get a stop? 4, 3.
That was
If
too
he makes
easy.
this.
That was just too
Wow.
easy.
Come on, bro.
Jesus.
They have an answer
Once
for
again.
everything.
I gotta get that. But see, that's demoralizing for Cleveland.
That's Cleveland.
That's a demoralizing bucket for Cleveland. Great for the Knicks. The Knicks responded every time I got a 7 score. Brunson with a nice assist there.
How do you not stop the ball there?
Yeah, that was terrible. You can't have that. This can't happen.
I mean, 2 feet in the paint, that's just, I mean, it's unacceptable.
Listen, man.
That's absolutely. Did you see Max Strus?
Yeah.
Max Strus was like, what do I do?
Because he's one of the only dudes in that lineup who has defensive principles because of the system he came up in. He knows that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, that's, and I know I was actually giving Schroeder a lot of props today, but that was ridiculous. Like, full speed.
No, it wasn't him. Like, he had to help the shooter. Because that could have been a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
On the ball, I meant. Schroeder was on the ball.
Oh, he's talking about to stop the ball.
Yeah, like, you got to stop the
No,
ball.
I thought you meant Strus.
No, Strus, no, that's not him at all.
No, because Strus is the one that had, Strus had a reaction.
Yeah, he had the shooter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
Schroeder is like, the guy, Brunson, you know he's going to the paint.
Right, names are kind of close. I think they're both German, as we, yeah, so, yeah. You know.
Okay. Eastern European, you could say. Yeah, man.
Well, Strus is German and something else, no? Didn't we look this up the other day?
We did.
Slovenia and Germany? I think that's what it was. I think it was Slovenia and Germany.
Something like that,
Yeah. Slovenia and Germany.
Now, listen, I realize this.
They could use them on a Slovenia now.
I'm starting to come with,
They
man.
can.
I'm becoming unbothered by this. Like,
That's Knicks team.
Have you ever felt this feeling in your life about a Knicks team?
Mm-mm.
Like, even when you were watching basketball in the 90s, you were like, fuck, are they going to score 80?
I always, but it's not even about that. It's about, for me, I was 11 years old, but I felt very confident about the 94 team. Very, very confident about that team. But that's coming off of the year before. And
you were also very young, so it's different.
Yeah, it's a different mindset
Yeah.
to it. That's coming off the Charles Smith.
Because now you like
the year
really
before.
know. Like 11-year-old, you could know to some extent what you're watching, right? But
I knew that team was good, and I was like, Jordan's not here. We got it. But that
now-
year's kind of the same thing. This is why we called it the most anticipated Knicks season in 30 years.
Yeah.
Because that season and the 95 season was very much like, yo, Jordan's not here. You got to get this done. And so I probably was too young to.
You haven't made that point yet.
No, I've never made this point.
About like, because I've talked all year, as we mentioned, about how they have to get it done this year. And that year, oh man, that's good.
94
that year
and
being
95.
similar, it's like, Jordan's not here now, take advantage.
Yeah.
It's not, and again, it's not to say you can't, and they
They
didn't
did get back to the finals, but it was after Jordan
They got
retired.
to the finals.
After Jordan retired.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying, like, it's not to say, like, oh, was it impossible when Jordan came back? No, but you knew it was going to be a lot tougher.
harder. Yeah.
And next year moving forward, it's not going to be like Jordan. It's going to be a whole bunch of other teams. And to be fair, like, in an era where we have yet to have a team go back-to-back in terms of championships, like, we haven't seen that since the Warriors. Have we seen the team get to the finals 2 years in a row? I don't even think we've seen that.
No. That hasn't happened either.
We had Heat Lakers, we had Bucks Suns, we had Warriors Celtics, we had Nuggets Heat.
Yep.
So we've had teams get back, but not back to back.
Yeah. Mavs Celtics, and last year was Pacers Thunder. Yeah. And this year, look, we may get Thunder again. I think that's a way more unique thing because of how they assembled that roster and everything. Yeah. You know, again, we're like, Jared Kane maybe he's the worst defender in the rotation. By the way, he can get 25 in a playoff game and score on Wemby. Yeah, my point is, that...
If any team's going to break that, it would be them. But then on the other side, you got to handle your business. And they're doing that.
And they're doing it.
Yep.
And in 94, I don't think I maybe grasped that. So we'll see.
It's a great point.
To that. But the pressure was there. I think the team felt, and they were a win away from winning it. So... Somebody asked us, what's the best basketball movie?
Hoop Dreams. Does Hoop Dreams count?
Ooh, documentary.
It's a doc. I love it.
It's an amazing movie.
It's an amazing doc.
Now you need to set aside time.
I don't think it counts in this conversation.
I think it's the best basketball documentary I've ever watched.
It's definitely
Coach Carter.
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Coach Carter.
If you're not that and The Last Dance, I put it there.
Yeah.
I am somebody who
Carter.
does. I generally think most sports movies are bad.
Me too.
I don't like most sports movies.
I think Coach Carter's good though.
Coach Carter is excellent in my opinion. It's one of my all-time.
That might be my answer.
My favorite.
I gotta think more.
Does Love and Basketball count?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's hanging on my wall.
That's the answer for me. I love the story.
It's a really good one.
It's I love Sonali.
Have you seen?
That's how I saw Sonali and fell in love.
Of course.
Oh
well, have you seen like the? I always call it the propaganda that happens with movies or anything that is popular. Where people make the propaganda how it's a terrible story. It's not a good. Defense. It's not a good like example of romance and love and like. That's like a thing that's now very prevalent on social media.
And going back and looking at older movies, is this
look at any movie, but Love is Blind. I mean, it's not Love is Blind. Love and Basketball has been one that they've put under that microscope, being like, this movie actually is a terrible example of love and everything. I was like, guys, what are you doing?
Because there was maybe some. I wonder what people's critiques are. Is it because Hugh kind of played? I'm forgetting Sonali Lathan's character's name,
bro.
Kind of played her with her feelings a lot.
Yeah,
but that happens in young love.
Right,
this happens when you grow up.
He's a man, especially in that era.
Right, he was a man going to USC
in the 90s.
Right,
yeah,
right. Especially in that era. Was it 90 or
2000? It might have been 2000.
Yeah, whatever, same thing.
Right.
Wow.
Woof.
Gotta take that assist.
Up 14 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I love that we're talking about love and basketball while watching basketball.
This is what the Knicks have become.
Right. It's like it's just as our man Jeff Johnson says, the Juggernauts. Like that's what they are.
They.
You know. Now, do I expect it to continue this way in the finals?
That's the biggest question.
I'd like to say no, but
why not? Why not?
They're gonna have a rest advantage again.
Listen, I will say this, and I'm a Knicks fan. It will not continue against the Thunder.
It shouldn't.
It's not.
It better.
It won't look like this.
If it does, then I'm like, all right, guys are getting drug tested.
Yeah.
Like, because then it's like now we're taking the crazy pills.
Because I mean, the Thunder team. I mean, I watched them last night. Like, and I've done shows on the Fan, or I've talked on Orange and Blue Bloods. Like,
yeah.
I've told Knicks fans this all year. It's like, you want to tell me they could do anything against any other team in the league, I am all ears, except for that team. That is the one team that I look at and I say, the amount of physical, quick, tough defenders that they have, and the shot making that they have. If the Knicks win, they're going to earn it. I'm not saying they can't win.
Yeah, I think they can win.
What they're doing to Philly and Cleveland and Atlanta towards the end, like that's not happening against. I'm telling you, that's not happening against them.
I do agree that series is a different level than this series.
And
that being said, it might not matter if you're healthier.
True.
You have a rest advantage.
Yeah, that's a big point.
And the way you've been playing lately, I mean, I can't count them out. I just can't.
I can't. So wait, what do you got? You guys are going with Coach Carter? Probably.
Glory Road is an underrated one.
Glory Road's good.
Glory
I think
Road's-
Love and Basketball is great. Too.
Love and Basketball is one of my all-time favorites, so that's up on that list. Okay, so
Sunset Park,
here's one
I
that's
just got put it by ear.
here's
Sunset
one
Park.
that's very polarizing for people. But I think this crowd will like this crowd. I think this crowd will like it.
This crowd. Okay.
I'm glad you did not say the movie that I thought you were going to say because I hate this movie.
Hoosiers, right?
I
know.
And I think we've talked about this with
it's
you and
awful.
Maggie and Perla. Thank you.
It's awful. It's awful.
Like, who likes Hoosiers?
It's very boring. That's my thing. It's extremely boring.
You know who likes Hoosiers?
So no, I'm not gonna say Hoosiers, but no, the polarizing one I was gonna say is, which I think is one of the best, is Blue Chips.
No,
Blue Chips
I
is
like
amazing.
Blue Chips.
I know Blue Chips.
Actually, Blue Chips is an answer that I think people would have. Like,
I think Blue Chips is a good.
Blue Chips is awesome.
I like
I
Blue Chips.
love
now
Blue Chips.
granted, I haven't seen it in forever, so I don't even.
But Blue
Like,
Chips,
I remember
Yeah,
it
we watched
vaguely,
it.
but like the same people who say Blue Chips is their favorite basketball movie is the people who think that like Any Given Sunday is their favorite football movie. Like again, I like Any Given Sunday, but
So
it's the
do I.
same.
It's that same kind of fit.
It's the same. It's a lot.
Any
It's
Given
very
Like
Sunday.
there's moments of over the topness.
yes,
I like Friday Night
Even
Lights.
just the highlights and the way they're done.
same.
Yeah. Friday Night
Lights.
Lights is my favorite football movie.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights is awesome. The movie.
I can go that or Remember the Titans, but I probably give the edge to Friday Night
Ooh,
Lights.
Remember the Titans?
But Friday Night Lights, a TV show, absolutely.
I
And the
love
last
the
good
TV
network.
show.
Oh my!
Everyone says it's good, though.
That is
Last
the
good network.
last good network television show that I really, really watched. A drama that I really loved.
Oh,
Wow.
I was gonna say, does
That's-
Abbott Elementary count?
It's a comedy. I like Abbott Elementary. I'm
Fast break points. Knicks 17, Cavs 0.
not gonna beat the Knicks.
I'm like,
Yeah.
You can't make fast break points. You can't make threes.
I love the
Yo,
OG.
Patrick Ewing, I love that he dresses like every Jamaican grandfather.
Yes, he does.
I love
yes,
it.
he does.
I just love this for him.
I see. You can say that.
Yes, I can say that. I had these people in my family that dress like that. I know this. I'm uncle.
Listen, my fiance is Jamaican, so I'm good.
You've seen it firsthand.
Exactly.
I'm not Jamaican, but Caribbean, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Blue Chips, I do think is good. I do agree with you on that.
You know it too if you liked underground rap in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Blue Chips. I think Blue Chips is awesome, but I know some people think it's too much. And I'm like, I mean, sure, but
I
it's
think those kind of movies are fine, though.
right.
Like, a little bit of over the topness. Any Given Sunday is like that, too. I think it's the same vein.
Did you see Hustle?
No.
Yes,
one that came out
Hustle
in
is
2022?
awesome.
No, I didn't
Shout out
see
to my
that.
guy Perloff, second time he's in the movie.
So I've heard.
It's awesome.
I haven't gotten around to seeing
No,
it
I haven't
yet.
seen that.
It is the next.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet, frankly.
Yeah, enough people haven't. It is legitimately up there among the best ever.
Where do you guys put Above the Rim?
Is Juancho Hernan Gomez?
I'm a big Above the Rim guy.
I think it's a
Yes.
good movie.
He's good.
Above the Rim is good.
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim is
I was
good.
gonna ask about.
I don't know if I've seen Above the Rim.
I was gonna
White
ask
Man
about.
Can't Jump.
So is He Got Game a
Okay.
basketball movie?
Oh, shit.
That's my
How
answer.
did I fucking forget that?
Okay.
I would say
Okay.
yes,
I take it all
but-
back.
So-
That's my
That's
answer.
You know what's funny?
Oh,
That's my answer, too.
That's my answer.
That goes
That's
above.
your answer? Wow.
Which is funny.
Yes.
What do you think the inspiration for the name of the show is from? It is literally
right,
from that.
Right. Right. Also,
I'm glad I brought it up then.
also Rosario Dawson
Yeah, well, yeah.
and Ray Allen.
Yeah, but
Ray Allen's one of my favorite
here's the
players
thing.
ever. He's one of my
Ray
5
Allen's
favorite
acting
basketball players ever.
Ray acting was mid to subpar at best, but there's Denzel.
I didn't think it was that bad.
With Denzel,
I think he gets too much crap for his acting.
it was fine. It
Yeah, I
did
thought
what
he
it
was
needed
fine.
to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He did what he needed to do.
yeah.
Rosario Dawson was good. Denzel was great, of course.
Denzel was-
I love the story.
Denzel
I
was
like
great.
the showing of the potential exploitation
Yep.
of young black man out the hood and basketball. It showed a different side of the game. I think this is the thing I like
New
sometimes.
York,
is
it was Lincoln. Like,
when
I
you
like
get
that
these
too.
stories that are a little bit showing you more of a different side of basketball instead of Hoosiers, which don't even get me started.
It did show you a different side of basketball,
It
though.
was a different side of basketball.
It did.
Look, man, I don't even know if I can say Hoosiers is low key racist. There are. Remember when they was playing the black team? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo.
That's all I'm gonna say.
After y'all, I know you're laughing back there.
That's all I'm gonna say. Hoosiers. I remember as a kid. I remember listening to like Mike and the Mad Dog, and different people on WFN.
Yeah.
Always talk about Hoosiers. And then I watched it and I was like,
I was really underwhelmed.
What?
I was
Yeah,
really
and you know what's
underwhelmed.
funny
when I
too? Like,
saw
so
it.
like I like so again, like my dad has he's a lot of influences of things I like, basketball, superheroes, all stuff. So like, you know, he's one of the reasons why I like basketball. So like he always talked about Above the Rim. Like he showed me like those are the movies he would show me.
Yeah.
And I was kind of always wondering like why he never showed me Hoosiers. And like I don't know if I suggested we watch it or if he said, oh yeah, if you want to watch it, yeah, I'll find it, whatever. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, I get why he didn't show me this movie.
Yes.
I get why this was the one of the ones I've seen all the other ones.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Stewart.
He did not make an effort to show me Hoosiers. And
he was like, we didn't come this far for me to show you this. This is not the thing, and I respect it. Yeah, I'm never showing my daughter Hoosiers. We're not playing that in my house.
I definitely watched it, but like again, I had to like work to get to it. Like I had to tell somebody, "Oh, can we watch this movie? Because I've heard about it." And they're like, "Oh, okay, sure." He wasn't against it. It just wasn't something he had any interest in showing.
I understand
me.
why.
Had I not said something about it or not said,
he would
let's
never,
show it, he would never
talked about it to you about it.
He would never show it to me. Yeah, no, I would never seen it.
I'm gonna say this, and people can flame me if they want to. Hoosiers is the most overrated sports movie of all time.
I'm not gonna disagree.
It's the most overrated sports movie of all time.
So there's some movies that I've not seen, but I feel like are overrated, which makes no sense.
Go ahead and tell me, and if I've seen it, I'll tell you it's overrated. Okay,
you've seen more movies than me.
People keep saying Field of Dream is like that. Is it really like that?
Okay.
Because I see the clips, I see stuff, and it don't feel like that to me.
I said this once in the newsroom.
Okay.
And people got on me. Field of Dreams is overrated. I don't care for Field of Dreams.
Is that the one where the kid was with the Cubs? Is that movie?
That's Rookie of the Year.
You think Rookie of the Year, which I saw in theaters as a kid.
Love Rookie of the
Year. Field of Dreams is not bad. It's not like the way I dislike Hoosiers.
I don't remember Field of Dreams.
It's fine. If you like a little... If you like
Isn't
a
it
little
kind
sappiness...
of syrupy?
Like, it's fine. I just...
Kevin Costner. I know.
Kevin Costner was good in it. Kevin Costner was great.
Ray Liotta.
I just feel like if it's gonna, and to me, iconic movies have you see those scenes over and over and over and over again, like pop culture. And I just feel like Field of Dreams doesn't. Besides, I guess the ghost coming back to the field, I feel like I don't see nothing from Field of Dreams. People will tell you it's amazing.
We got some shouts in the comments. Duncan Stewart mentions The Blind Side. Mega Laker fan says Amateur is underrated. Which one is Amateur?
Who? The Amateur?
Yeah.
Why that sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it was.
Well, it's a basketball film? Or just talking sports?
Or it could be just a sports movie in general.
The Amateur.
I've not seen that though.
Show him the money, says Coach Carter. For me, and worst basketball movie was The Sixth Man. I haven't seen The Sixth Man.
I remember that.
I heard the Steph Curry one was bad.
That was a show. I saw that show.
Oh, that's a show.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of that. That was not great.
We Are Marshall, Duncan Stewart says, a football movie.
It's a very good one.
That's a good one. He also says Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, one of my favorite
sports movies. Is that a sports movie?
It's sport. I get what you're saying.
It's a sports movie. It's
a comedy first and foremost. I love Dodgeball. If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Dodgeball's fun.
If Dodgeball's a sports movie, then Extremely Goofy Movies.
You played Dodgeball with Darren Williams once.
I did.
That's fun.
There's video of this. You can find this out if you
when you were covering
you can YouTube this.
Yeah,
Darren Williams and I were on the same dodgeball team.
Wow,
fun experience. I almost forgot about that. That's like one of those things you forget about in your career. You're like, yeah, I played
you showed me this
Darren Williams
a long time ago.
That was like 13.
It's 13 or 14.
13 or 14.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I was about 2 years removed from my first Achilles tear. And I remember telling Darren Williams, like, yo, man, I'm not trying to get hurt out here.
Me
he was like, me either.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had a lot on the line.
Me Adams, 1558 says The Natural.
See, that's a movie I always see him hitting the home run and the lights going on. And I'm like,
people say that's a great movie.
This looks iconic. I'm not going to talk about The Natural.
People have good. People are now we're into all the sports movies.
Because the Knicks got this.
Another missed free throw by Mitchell.
Yeah.
Duncan Stewart says Semi-Pro. That's actually pretty funny.
Semi-Pro is good.
And also Draft Day.
People have said Draft Day is good.
People say Draft Day is good too.
That's with Kevin Costner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Really, I've heard most people say it's bad. I didn't mind it. It can get a little ridiculous, but it's fine.
I'm trying to remember the last sports movie I've actually watched.
It's one of those I saw in. I'm more of a documentary guy.
Shamit Hive, we in here.
Mega Lakers fan also says Benchwarmers.
Haven't seen that.
I feel there's a football movie that I forgot.
Also,
that
shout out to a
really
Laker fan being in here. I appreciate that. I don't know if I've seen Benchwarmers. I gotta watch more movies. Evidently.
Oh, good tip. Donovan Mitchell too.
I got a documentary recommendation for you actually, but I gotta say it off mic.
I gotta watch this new Liverpool documentary. I'm probably gonna watch that tomorrow.
When I tell you, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's why. But if Astrid's in the chat, she knows. Astrid, do not comment it. We saw it recently. But leave it alone.
Okay, here we go.
I need one more Josh Hart assist. Can I get it here? No.
Ugh. There it is.
Get it here.
There it is.
Shamit
there
Hive.
it is.
Oh! Wins for your boy. Now I need what I need is a deuce 3 to be a perfect 3 for 3 today. I just need a deuce 3.
Oh my god.
There goes the assist. You're right there.
The Jugger Dicks.
That I got. Listen.
Oh, good shot by Strus.
See, if
Fastball is a great doc. Who told me about that Mega Laker fan?
Oh, I've heard about that documentary.
Yeah, somebody told me. I don't. Somebody.
Strus is looking around like, oh god, where's Jimmy and Bam, bro? Like.
Yeah, Josh, he didn't have the seams on that. I think that's why he shot it so bad.
Towns almost tweaked something because he.
I'm
fell
always
awkward a little
afraid
bit.
he's gonna break everything.
I'm always afraid
when he
when
does everything.
I'm always afraid when I see Brunson because he just moves
Oh,
so
yeah.
quick and herky jerky. I'm like, yo,
Is the Sandlot a sports movie?
yes.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Oh, I actually like
That's a
that.
great one.
I actually like. I like one.
Oh, by the way, I
like
think
one and two.
my all-time favorite sports movie might be A League of Their Own.
That is a great one.
I
think mine is still
love A
He
League of
Got
Their Own.
Game.
That's
I
like
think
my
that is
mom's
a
favorite
great
movie.
one.
Shout out to my mom.
That is a great. That's a great sports movie.
Yeah.
And nothing about that ever feels.
Oh, that's how you feeling, Landry? That is how we are feeling tonight,
Game.
Landry Shamit.
Game.
Good night and good luck.
That
Congrats on the win.
That is
in
awesome.
the seat.
Landry Shamit Hive again. We are active.
I respect the attempt, Max Strus, honestly.
He's
Somebody said
trying to.
Somebody said I don't know if we're going to see him in the post game.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. First one was fine.
I like for 1 and 2.
Oh, Mighty Ducks. Yeah, I like one and two.
I didn't care.
Three is not good.
Somebody had said in the post game that the Knicks would not lose another game the rest of this year. On their way here, they will win. They'll win out. Is basically what they said.
The finals too.
Yeah. Which I hope we'll see if the person pops in.
What is the longest winning streak in playoff history?
I think the Lakers had it. I want to say it's
13.
14 games.
Was that
Something like
that
that.
01?
Where they went
Yeah.
16-1, right?
Right.
I think that's what it was.
They won
they won.
16 and 1.
No, then they went 12 and then. No, wait.
Because it was 3 back then. So 3, 4.
Yeah, they won.
Was
So they won 11 in a row. Then they lost to
Iverson.
They lost to Iverson.
Iverson
That was the
game.
night of my prom. I remember that, so I missed that game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
you missed that game.
Yeah, I missed that. I didn't get to watch the game. I literally got out the game. I literally got out of my prom.
Felt like a game.
And was going in the
Prom is a
limo
game
to
for
It
some
is a game
people.
for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
game.
once share a story. I once have to share a story about that night, how that was a game for me.
Yeah. I got in a car accident the day after my prom.
Wow. My
I can
prom
laugh
night.
about it now, but you
My
know.
prom night was a.
I wasn't driving, to be clear. I was
was an
shotgunned
adventure.
though.
I'll say that.
Guy stopped short in front. Bang. It's actually a much better story than I'm making it out to be, but we could probably get into it.
But I think that was it. They won. They was 16 and 1
Yeah,
that
so-
season.
So they would have won, 3, 4, 4, 11 in a row?
Row, and then they lost, and then they won the next 3. So it was
So
15
the
to 1.
Knicks
sorry.
will only have to win
My
this
God.
game and game 1 of the finals. Oh, wait, the next game and then game 1 of the finals, and they would have the record.
They would.
That's ridiculous. And that feels very attainable. That's scary. That's what's scary about it is they feel like they're going to win game 4, and
Could have been
game 1 of the finals is a toss-up.
That's
Like-
insane to say.
Especially if it's at Spurs, definitely a toss-up.
That's insane to say.
That's where we are.
Are there going to be Knicks fans in San Antonio or Oklahoma?
That's the question.
Is that
I
where
was
we
gonna
draw the
ask,
line?
too. I was really wondering. I was like, are they going to make it to Oklahoma City?
Is that where we draw the line?
Knicks fans are everywhere.
'Cause I
I'm
know-
not-
'cause
there's-
I-
there is no line. There is no line.
No, but like how many though?
Enough.
You know, like
Enough
and
to be heard.
where are they coming from? Texas?
I think I saw Allie Brunson there, sitting with the crew.
Are there going to be Knicks fans? Because I'm like, okay, this is cheaper than MSG, whatever. But in Texas or OKC, you got to get a flight. Also, you know,
The
so
hotels
that's-
there probably
make a little trip
mad
out of it.
cheap. Another
I wonder about that. I know there's not a lot of Knicks fans in Oklahoma. Texas, I don't know.
Yeah, Texas, there's New Yorkers in Austin, which is only about an hour and change away
That
From San
surprise me.
Antonio.
San Antonio.
It's like an hour and a half from San Antonio.
Yeah,
That doesn't
so-
surprise me.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Asher said OG with the dagger. Yo, the dagger was when it was like
The Shamet step back.
No, the dagger was when it was like 9-1.
Damn.
The start to
Damn.
the
Like when did the ball tip off? Like 8:11 p.m.
You know, the only it was two. Sorry, two Knicks have minus in the plus minus.
Mitch
Mr.
is
Robinson
one. Yeah, I knew that.
and Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, felt like it. Neither guy played well.
Oh, sorry, I missed Jordan Clarkson too.
Speaking
Minus
of
five.
guys that Max Strus misses, sucks that he tore his
Landry
ACL.
Shamet,
Yeah.
23 minutes, 12 points, 4 or 5, all on threes off the bench.
Is 9 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know. As a card-carrying member of the Shamet Hive, I'm just surprised when other people are surprised when he does well. Like,
I mean, I was.
he,
not surprised,
he
Randy.
defends, he shoots.
Yep. And the coach trusts him.
Yeah,
That's how-
like I don't
that's the
know
key.
why the last coach wouldn't trust him to do anything. I'm like, I don't get it. He's a former first-round pick. Like, I don't
that's
know.
it.
Last year I understood it more just because like he had the injury and he was shooting.
Yeah, he
like
started off-
He
yeah,
was shooting
he
like
shoot
shit
well at
until
start.
like the very end of the year.
Yeah.
But that's the difference, man. I've been saying this, and I will continue to say it. I think that's such a huge difference with this team, is that this coach is willing and he's got a good read on when to use guys
Yeah.
and when someone's hot and when to play them. And I just think that's from playing a lot of your lineups during the year, not being rigid. I just think all that stuff matters in the end. Like,
I really
guys-
love that. I really love that he also doesn't bury guys. Like, because, like again, like to Brian's point,
Tyler
like
Cole,
Shamet
fans would
was
disagree.
fair.
Look at that.
But,
Even ESPN has a score. And look at the clock. It says
it's a
0-0.
0-0.
Even ESPN is like, we're done.
This game
Oh,
is
we're
over.
good.
This game is over.
oh man,
We're
they're-
done.
They're like, damn.
Oh, they did it here too.
that's
Yeah.
why I translated there.
So it's a yeah. So
Yeah, it's a
connected.
clock issue.
so game's over. We're about to start post game in a few minutes.
The post game we'll start soon.
This
I
has
mean-
been the post game show.
I mean, yeah, we got to talk
Basically,
about
right.
stuff. Shout out to Sam Antona, our fantastic head technical director, who we all love here.
We might get
He's
another 9
amazingly
days between games.
valued. Sam is in the chat. Hi, Sam. Hopefully you're having a good weekend.
If the Knicks sweep, I can't do anything Tuesday. I don't think. I have a busy day that day.
I am doing something that evening. Well, that'll be an interesting conversation because I will be doing something with Ron Artest. That
Oh,
evening.
true warrior.
Come on, be careful. Wear headgear.
Yeah, no, Ron will be fine. We do, yeah. So I will hopefully be talking to Ron Artest. That
No,
will be
Ron
interesting
Artest
to
is
talk to
cool
him
now.
if they sweep.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to talk to him the next day after it. It'll be very. We talk about the.
Is he
that's
still
crazy.
trying to? Is he still trying to coach? He was
I
at
don't
one
know.
point.
I'm asking that.
Yeah, he was.
question,
At,
Russ.
he was at one. Did I imagine this? Did he throw his hat in the ring for St. John's at one point when they had a vacancy? Or did I
That
imagine
sounds
that?
right. That sounds like
Sounds
something he.
right.
That sounds like something he would
He
do.
definitely did it with the Knicks. I'm sure
Yes,
he did it with
he
the
definitely did it with the Knicks. I remember that. That sounds like something he would do. I feel like he wasn't. And like we've seen a lot of these.
Oh, he
Olympics-
actually lobbied for the Kansas State job like this year.
That's kind of funny. It's like a very random job.
He said, "This is from February, Dex. You should know this. This is me being your researcher for your Ron Artest interview."
Not
Kansas State head coach job is one that I think is very interesting to me. I'm so excited about the progress I've made in developing it into a no-brainer head coach.
I mean, I kind of like the creativity
Your reply is what?
of wanting the K-State job.
Does he want to be there?
Look at that. Even ESPN's
It's like cut the feed.
yeah, word. This is rated M for mature now.
Are your children watching? Put them to bed immediately.
Shout out to everybody again in the chat. Hit that like button. Remember, we have another link. We're going to break very quickly at the end of this game. Then we'll be doing post game. Myself, EJ Bryan. We will have Brian Lewis. Our reporter will join us. We will hear the post game.
Damn it.
Oh, I thought
He
that
got
was going
fouled,
in.
though.
Fouled on the
Foul.
3.
Oh my God! I thought it was going in.
I might just dribble around the entire post game.
Well, why not?
I might
This is
just
the-
work on my handles.
You'll look like James Harden out there, except you won't be flopping.
Look at Dan Gilbert. He don't look too happy.
No, he can't be happy. Yeah, this is
Definitely a foul. Hit him on the wrist.
definitely got him there. This is how comfortable this fourth quarter has been for the Knicks. I don't want to say boring because it hasn't been boring for me.
No.
But if you're a Cavs fan here, it's boring. But yes, we will be doing our post-game show. So the other link is up there in the New York Post Sports YouTube channel. You can click on that. I know you guys will have a lot to say. I know you guys are going to ask us if we're bringing out the brooms. The broom is out of the closet, guys. That's what I would say.
If you're 3-0,
the broom is out of the closet, right? You opened the door the other day. Now the broom is out of the closet. And if I'm being honest with you, I think EJ's prediction is right. I think the Knicks are going to sweep.
And also, some of it's also just like, you got to look at the opponent. It's like, does Cleveland really seem the kind of team that's like going to be like, not in our house?
Yeah.
No, they don't feel like that kind of team to me.
Nah, they feel like 1-2-3 Cancun right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think game one just broke them. Well, I think they were going to lose the series anyway, but I think what was supposed to be a competitive series became a sweep after that game. That's the reality.
You're right. Just still got a little work to do here.
No, you don't.
You know, I mean, if you're going to get a walk right to the paint and nobody's even going to put feet in the paint.
The Knicks are going to go to the finals playing basketball part-time. Like, there's the big passing that they haven't done seemingly all game.
I haven't seen that.
I mean, it's 3 minutes left. They're up 12. We've seen them lose games like this, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Well, not this year.
Not this year.
Last year in this very series, I've seen them lose games like this.
Sure, against the Hawks before, but since they became this team, go ahead. You might as well. It's not going to jeopardize anything.
I just am always like, until it's closed, it's not closed.
You just got to guard the 3-point line here.
Yep.
Which is why if I'm if I'm OG, I probably would have allowed the Jared Allen.
God was like, Evan Mobley just missed the 3. 11 of 37.
This defense
maybe
is
the 3-point shooting will come around. Maybe.
Like, the Cavs, they
have nothing.
I mean, that defense there was just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Like, that's
not serious.
Again, like, if that was my team, I would be blowing a gasket.
I'll tell you what.
Do you guys even want to play out?
Right. It's like, can we just sim to the end of the game like in 2K? Like,
I don't know what they would have done offensively, but the Pistons would have been way more
feisty.
Defense.
Look at this.
That's a team that's given up.
Get them off the court.
That's given up. Yeah.
If I'm Kenny Atkinson, I'm taking out my 5 starters and getting their ass off the court.
Did they think the play was dead? Did they think it was over?
No,
they've quit.
That's the team that's quit.
They quit.
I've seen it.
Run that back, ESPN. Run that back.
No, you can't think the play is over.
This is the first play where I'm like, Evan Mobley, why aren't your feet in the paint?
They always give me the wrong play, bro.
And then hopefully they'll get to the next one. Oh, they won't. That's unfortunate. But that was pathetic. Like, again, if that was my team, I don't know what I would be doing in my.
Well, thankfully it's not your
team.
Thankfully
listen, it has been my team. That has been the Knicks at times throughout my life, to be clear.
It's not my team now.
Yeah, it's not my team now.
That team said, let's go home. And which is fine. I'm happy. We started the post game. I'm happy to get to the post game.
That last possession was, again, if I'm Kenny Atkinson, I'm taking everybody off the court.
Duncan Stewart says 118. I'm King Kong up in this piece. Training day. I hear you, man. Yeah. Look.
Is there any? I have a question.
Sure.
So, the East has been established as it was clearly food for the Knicks. This was not a challenge. Are they better off for the East being this easy for whoever they face in the West? Or will that be a problem when there is, I think we all assume, some kind of step up in competition on the other side?
Nah, I don't think it's been a problem because they've been not playing with their food. If they were squeaking past these teams and just getting the wins and the streak was 10, I'd be more concerned. But now there's been some blowouts, but they've been handling their food. They still have won. Oh, great. Oh, amazing. Somebody did some frat boy stuff and they drank a beer at a game.
Travis Kelce.
Normally. I know.
You got to get the
That's what I'm saying to somebody.
Kelce and they got to get Kelce and Taylor on the screen.
He's trying.
Merrill with another miss.
No, I'm not worried because of how they've won and then the adversity that they had in games 2 and 3 against Atlanta, how they bounced back from that. That, to me, was the test. I know it's not about competition, but it's how they stepped up in those games. They flipped that to nobody. That's why I'm not worried, because then they've handled the comeback in game 1 here. They've had times they've got punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Cleveland making their run here in this game. They're just killing the zone here. Well, somewhat sure.
I don't know what defense this is.
Look like a matchup zone.
Because they were trapped in 2 on the ball, but no one was really on the ball. It was just weird.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that the way they're playing, the intensity they're playing, even this to the end, like how they're still in the passing lanes, that's intensity that you're going to need when you play an OKC or San Antonio. And San Antonio, I think, is actually a great matchup for the Knicks. It's a matchup that I think is great for them. This is how you know they're just locked into a different level. You're supposed to dominate. If you think you're that good, and come on, Josh. You think you're that good.
Why is y'all still in the game?
And you're supposed to. Yeah, I don't know. This is very Tibbs-like.
Yeah, I think it's close enough.
Mike Brown, what you think is gonna happen, bro? You think they're gonna give you 4 more of these? You could have put Pacome Dadier in there a few minutes
16
ago.
enough for 1 minute. Yeah, probably. But
it's definitely a foul though.
Yeah, I just think they're playing way too much good basketball at a high level. That it's. I don't think that there's.
They're gonna review this.
Granted, I agree with you that OKC is a step up.
Yeah.
Right, and we're putting respect on OKC and San Antonio, even though I think San Antonio is a good matchup for the Knicks, because I think their wings can really neutralize their guards.
I mean, they're both a lot better than Cleveland.
But they're both better than Cleveland. But I think when you're playing with this much confidence, no, it's not. I don't think it's going to be like, oh man, we're overwhelmed by this. Plus, the games that they played against OKC, I just want to note, 3-point loss, 11-point loss. And the 11-point loss, they were very competitive
that was a good,
until the end.
Game.
Both those games
refs
were good.
got weird in that game.
Yeah, so... And I don't think the Knicks weren't playing nearly as good as they're playing now. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of where I am. I don't think it's going to be like a shock to the system.
Yeah,
when they play these teams.
I honestly don't know.
Me neither. I don't think it is either. No, I don't think it... Because they're playing too well.
Right.
They're playing too well. That's ultimately what it's going to boil down to. They might be rusty. Because now I'm like, all right, Cleveland's given me no reason. I'm not even saying I'm fully dropping the bit, but Cleveland's given me legitimately no reason to think this is going beyond Monday. So assuming this ends Monday, we're probably going to get 9 more days again until we see the Knicks, because they're part-time basketball players now because they've been that dominant.
Yeah.
Because they've earned that. They're playing so well where it's like yes, OKC should be a lot better. San Antonio should be a lot better. Cleveland should be a lot better than Philly. And to some degree, they kind of have been. Because they're not getting whooped the same exact way.
Nah.
Like, they've been, if we're being honest, fairly competitive, but, like, not really, because the Knicks have felt in control the whole time. But they had the game 1 scare. Today was a little close. And then, the Knicks pulled away. Game 2, like, it wasn't a complete ass whooping until late. But at the same time, the Knicks are just playing too good, so I just don't think it matters. I think they'll be ready for whomever they play against, and ultimately we'll find out if they get into the Western Conference, if they get into the finals rather against the champion from the Western Conference, and they get stomped out in the first game. Then it's going to be like, oh, okay, so this is a different level, and what we saw was kind of like, oh, you're playing the Eastern Conference, you're playing better matches, whatever. Like, people are just going to play the result on it.
Right.
But I think this is as prepared as you can be for the finals, like the run that they've been on. Like, we'd be seeing different things, to Dexter's point, if they were just edging by, if they just barely beat Philly, who was playing 6.5 dudes, if they barely beat Cleveland while having home court. But the way they're taking care of them and how serious they look, the two-way play, the fact that they're healthy, I just think that, look, they're as prepared as they can be right now.
Yeah, they're not playing with your food matters, man. Like, it matters to not play with your food.
Yeah.
Like, dominating matters.
Even if the food isn't great.
Yeah. If they switched this team and they were the Celtics, everybody'd be about, oh, this is the championship medal you see again, because they've seen it before. But just because you haven't seen it with the Knicks, this is why I think you get some hesitancy and reaction. Even Bryan is like, I don't need to have the hesitancy. He's let go of the rope of the hesitancy.
That's what I told you. Give me to game 3. It's like the home team takes care of business at home. Okay, let's see what happens in game 3. And now it's 3-0, so it's like, all right, they're a team of destiny. That's it. They're going to the finals.
And I still even like that. I hate the term team of destiny for them, because I feel like that's reserved for Cinderella teams. They're a team that is played up to their talent. They've done what they're supposed to do.
Exceeding.
Yeah.
Exceeding.
Well,
like, it's these are margins that you see from the Warriors in their prime. They're exceeding their talent level.
So we can say, yeah, you're right. So we can, well, you know what? Do you know what it almost feels like? In 2015, when the Warriors won their first title, everybody thought they were playing over their head. They didn't see anything like that. I'm not comparing them to the Warriors, so I'm just not. But what I'm saying is, sometimes a team comes along where it's like, oh, we haven't seen this before.
And maybe perhaps it feels so above their expectations because of the regular season being underwhelming, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Like the reality is, there's a lot of people who did feel like the Knicks could win 60 games this year, and they didn't play like a 60-win team. Right now, they're playing like a 60-win team, which you could argue that their talent suggests this is what they should have looked like.
Before this year, I thought the Knicks were going to the finals. I picked the Knicks to go to the finals. Did I feel great about it at all times during this year? Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no, I didn't. But once they got past the second round of Philly, I was really confident about them even going. That's when I felt good. And now this has made me even more confident in this team because they got to another level and they're still not playing with the food. The eyes are on the prize. They are locked in. They're playing championship level basketball. Now they're going to be a win away from going to the finals. When you get that close, you get to the series. And again, I keep bringing this up. Last year, nobody gave the Pacers a chance. They said the Pacers were going to lose in 5. You got to just play the games and let us see. And when you're playing with this much confidence and this together, anything can happen.
Similar to the Pacers, people were picking against them in the first round last year against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like the Knicks, some people, which to me was kind of crazy, were picking the Hawks against them.
This is amazing. 121 to 108. Cavs fans emptied out the building. A lot of Knicks fans there.
Yep.
As you can see, the Knicks. And this is crazy. I didn't realize this. As long as I've been watching Knicks, this is their first postseason with a 3-0 lead in multiple best of 7 series.
We keep just seeing numbers like this.
First,
you know what I mean?
It's different. Forget what you knew. Forget what you knew before about the Knicks. It doesn't matter.
That's hard for people because what we saw during the we just said we can't get on people for
now I can.
For being being surprised by this.
No.
May
23rd, 2026. At this point now, they're up 3 on the series. You've seen enough evidence. You've seen enough now. You want to tell me this 2.5 weeks ago? I'm with you. You want to tell me this 5 days ago? I was with you. Not anymore.
I mean, I don't blame them for after game 1.
I don't want to hear it now.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it now.
I know.
I don't want to hear it now.
I know.
Championship level teams, what do we say? Find ways to win. They found a way to win game 1. And then they're dominating.
I'm just saying I'm not killing people for being
We
surprised.
were talking about Street Fighter and movies in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but I'm not killing people for being surprised. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying, where's the surprise now?
Yeah, I'm saying today.
Today. Now.
Well, today I'm not surprised. Right. But I'm saying
you let go of the rope of surprise. I saw you do it this game.
I'm not blaming other people for still being surprised.
I don't want to hear the surprise anymore.
Okay, so don't. I don't know what the fuck to tell you then. I don't
want to hear the surprise anymore.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want to hear the surprise anymore.
I don't know what to tell you.
See, here we go. I think this was the person. Dev Wheeler. I believe it was you. 6289. We're never going to lose again.
They might not. I said it during. I'm like, I
can't believe we're having this conversation.
I tweeted it. I'm like, yo, again, they might not lose. They might not lose. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to do with finals talk, whatever. I don't even know who they're gonna play. I don't know who's gonna make it. I don't know who's gonna be healthy by the time they get there. They might not lose the game again.
All right.
If they win Monday, we're not even gonna see them until June.
All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break. We're gonna have the post-game show coming up soon. So hit this like button, subscribe button for this video. Move on over with us to the post-game show. We're going to have a fantastic post-game show. We're going to take your questions. We are going to talk to Bryan Lewis, who's going to be a guest. We will all interview him. We will talk to him about this Knicks game. I want to know if Bryan Lewis is surprised anymore. I don't think he will be. I think the surprise is over. Surprise party's done. It's over. We will see how the Knicks do. Knicks are 3-0 in the series. Monday is game 4. Knicks have a chance to sweep back-to-back series. That's crazy.
I should have wore all black for Monday.
It's a funeral for somebody, not the Knicks.
Will not be the Knicks.
Won't be the Knicks. All right, we're going to break. We'll be back on the post-game show. Tune in with us there. We'll have a lot of good stuff there. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.
And thanks for watching New York Got Game. Boom shakalaka.